I'm muting myself, so
Welcome.
I know better.
Welcome, guys and gals. It is me, Dr.JWolfenstein here for another exciting week, another exciting adventure. This week is Seas of Vodari, episode 2. And I want to thank you all for showing up. And I want to thank you guys on my TikTok for showing up, because it'll be a lot of fun. Yes, I'm streaming twice on 2 different devices, because I am multi-divisional. That's not a word I'm making up. Anyway, guys, we have a fantastic cast and crew here, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce them to you one by one as they appear on my screen. By the way, if you constantly see me looking over to the left, that is because my massive monitor of faces, kind of like Nick Fury and the Council, is over here. So I will be looking over here to see the people. You guys will just see me turn my head that way. By the way, this is TikTok over here, so that's why I'm looking over here. Anyway, we'll start with the top, and Callie, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Me bullies. I am Tessa Silvertan, leader of this fine group that we've discovered through a night of drinking. And I hope to keep everybody going.
As with everyone wanting to fight for the position of leader.
Or I not fight for position. I am position.
And then to the top
right,
right next to me, we have Nikki. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your character there, Nikki?
I am Captain Sal Bombay, and just the sorcerer and the leader of the group. No clue what Tess is talking about. Yeah, just here to fix all the problems and lead my crew to victory.
And then finally, the furthest right on the top side, we have Miss Laura playing her fantastic character. Why don't you go ahead and introduce us and yourself? Oh. Laura, say something. Or maybe she is and I can't hear.
I am.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, go ahead.
Barding here. I kind of have to watch over these kids because they're all over the place, but in the meantime, I'll be singing songs and stuff.
Fantastic. And then to my immediate right, we have Mr. Emil, or our cinnamon roll, playing his character. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Emil.
Hello. My partner in crime isn't here, so I'm a little nervous. Hopefully I'm gonna do okay. Did I say I was nervous?
Yes.
I think I did.
Yes.
Hopefully I don't screw up with my words this time. I'll probably do it multiple times. Maybe. Hopefully not. I believe in myself.
Just don't think about fucking up.
I don't believe in myself. That was a lie.
Just don't think about fucking up. That's all.
So he's playing Reeve, our siren wave dancer.
Hi.
There we go. Turn the audio down just a little bit there. Oh, fantastic. And then finally, to the far right, here on the second row, we have Mr. Vex playing his character. Go ahead and introduce us.
Hey, I'm Valor. I'm the team's paladin, and I'm the guy that makes sure these guys don't burn down an orphanage with the orphans inside.
Wow. Fucking evil, suspecting evil alignments already. So let's be clear. The Bard and the Paladin are the babysitters of the group. Let us be very clear on that one.
That is nowhere near how that works, but okay.
I mean...
Really? I mean, an arm raffle,
Oh,
they're square.
Blaze?
Yes?
So, like, on your TikTok live, the people who are watching can't hear any of the players.
Yes.
Is that supposed to happen?
That is correct. That is why they have to go watch my Twitch, because that is exactly why I advertise my Twitch.
I'm your only person online on your TikTok live.
Thanks.
Ouch.
For that, you know. Thanks for
I'm your first follower. Ouch.
I'm not sure if you should feel flattered or in pain after
Oh,
that.
well.
I don't particularly care. Usually when I go live, there's nobody, so I just go live
Oh,
and
you
talk
got
to
a second
myself for an
person.
hour.
That's an infinite increase.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. But anyway,
You got me listening.
I just want to
And
make
I'm a
sure
player.
that things are working and
You
everything.
really should have had us all beat Tabaxi so that we could have a party full of
I
pussy.
can't. So Laura, I can't hear you very well through
Can you
Discord.
believe a leader of the vaccines?
Wait, no!
I would say Valor's enough pussy for
but-
all of us anyway.
But I am picking
Weird.
you up just fine
because
for
everything
Roll20.
connected. Do you hear me now?
I do now.
Occasionally in and
Yes.
out, Lev.
Oh, really?
So I've got you going on Roll20, and I can
Because
hear
it's
you
weird because
perfectly
I'm
from that
not.
one.
Hey,
Oh,
Maybe it might just
really?
be easier
Yes.
to
I
listen
didn't.
to
I
her on
didn't know that my
Roll20
my
rather than
20
Discord.
voice was on.
It is, and you can go ahead and leave it on.
Maybe we should
Honestly,
try
if
the
she
one
takes it
without.
off, it might help it.
Hey, Laura?
Yeah, because if you got bandwidth going on both
Okay, I
sides,
will
you
leave it on.
sometimes have trouble with mic issues.
Laura, do you have a smartphone?
Okay.
Yes, she does.
Do I do what?
You have a smartphone.
Oh, no, hold up. Do this first. Go to the cog
I do have a smartphone. Yeah.
on Roll20. You will scroll down
So
to...
would you rather me connecting like the chat through the smartphone because right now I'm on, like in the laptop?
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is get rid of your voice through Roll20 first.
I find that you'll find that I find that it's easier to go through your phone if you have a older generation laptop because it doesn't seem to work properly on the laptop all the time.
That's a good point. If this doesn't work,
Yeah.
it'll be a good way. Good thing to check.
Again, sorry for
I've
the
done that a
technical
few
issues.
times. That's how it usually
fix
goes,
them.
right?
It's
That's how the
all
start
right, me
usually
boys.
happens.
We have this. No mere technology will stop us.
Don't worry, Tessa.
I thought it stopped you before, Tessa. Yeah,
The door
remember?
does not
There-
check as technology, and drink is not technology either. But both has stopped me.
I just remember you went through like one of those doors, you went through it, but then like you couldn't get back out the other side and you started fighting it. It was actually kind of
Yeah, that's
fun
a
to watch.
bouncer. That's also a door, in my opinion.
Oh. You kind of lost.
Laura.
Happens.
Yes. I am gonna get my headphones, my regular headphones, to connect through the phone.
All right, perfect. And
I'm
that
actually
came
hearing you
in-
just fine right now,
That
though.
came in just fine.
This
And
is
she
why
has
I'm
her
tech
phone.
report.
All I am going to say is, Tessa, you don't need to worry about getting a whole party full of tabaxi. Valor's enough of a pussy for all of us.
Fight.
See,
Come over here.
I've
to fight
only
you,
seen
Will.
Long Slinky Snake fight. He fights well. Adequate.
Anyway, before you'll get me fucking demonetized again.
I'll
Complimented
keep
the snake.
going.
It's okay. I'm not.
So
It's
Slither
okay.
can
I'm not
fight.
gonna make any money off of YouTube with you guys. I understand that.
I can't,
Oh,
I
you
can't,
also do YouTube?
Yeah,
I
put
can't
it on
demonetize
YouTube.
you.
Oh.
I'm
Alright,
not-
I don't know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now?
We can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loud and
Oh,
clear.
fantastic.
Crystal clear.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Expecting me to be
Uh,
clean with my words is
right,
front to
so-
my being.
When last time we set off on this grand adventure, when last time we set off on this grand adventure, the party was, through various ways, convinced, coerced, or tricked into coming to the Lucky Mermaid and listening to a tale by an old sea dog by the... Excuse me. Oh,
Sorry.
by the...
You okay?
excuse
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's dying, guys. We gotta give him CPR.
By the name of Fayed.
Oh shit.
Ouch!
He had once sailed with the infamous Captain Blackheart on his vessel, and he told of the island of no name, where a pirate treasure is said to be located and just waiting for anyone to come by and pick it up. Though he did warn of undead guarding the temple or the hall, as it were, and made sure to, well, not take any of it for himself. He then had the adventurers negotiate a contract with Mags, and they decided to cut her in for a share of the loot, being as they couldn't afford her 500 gold fee up front, for obvious reasons.
We broke as hell.
Well, you are level 1.
I'm gonna say coming out of indentured servitude is rough.
But
That's all.
Part of being broke too.
yes. But as the heroes went to go board the Albatross, they were waylaid by some members of the, let me make sure I'm saying the name right, the Sea Devil, which is led by a captain known as Theoban Taggart. He is not a well-liked man. He sent his one of his lieutenants, a Miss...
Oh yeah, we killed them.
Yes, a Miss Pearl Voss.
I thought he'd send somebody who can actually fight.
He sent his lieutenant along with a couple of hands to go apprehend the people, the adventuring party. Much to his future chagrin, not one of them made it from the scuffle. And now we have just finished combat, and the looting can now begin. Yes, Tessa.
Looting.
Yay.
Can I start us off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to say, since I am right next to the boss, I would like to loot him though.
Okay,
first.
but Tessa.
Oh, me bullies! This was wonderful! I'm partially drunk. We got into a fight, and we're gonna go get a bunch of treasure. I love you all. I love you all. Let's go for a drink. Oh, we have a ship, don't we?
Yeah.
I hold up
can't-
my.
I can't wait till she
Me.
sobers up and realizes she said that to us.
Oh, God, no, this is Tessa all the time.
Bullies.
I hold up my bottle of booze
Maple
and shake and toss it over to Tessa.
Yeah, she practically skips over to you, ignoring like all of this. It's like they only have bronze, copper, and garbage coin. We need good coin.
Me
So-
bullies. What does that mean?
Friends.
So, back in the 17th century, bullies was a term for endearment between like rogues and friends and stuff like that. The term has changed in recent years.
Oh, I thought that meant you were calling us bullywogs, but you couldn't remember
That's where
the
it comes from,
wog.
actually. You actually got the right idea.
Yay! You just forgot the wog part because you were
Because
drunk.
wogs isn't actually the more common term.
Ha!
So
I
give
fought
the
a
components of the
bullywog
time.
once.
I will take
It
this time to
died.
toss Tessa the booze that I have took with me and start looting the body that I'm next to.
Okay. Roll an investigation check, please.
It's rough. It's okay. I'm smart though.
That
See, I'm smart.
So on this particular character, you find her pistol. Let me make sure
Right.
I pull this up properly. It is important. Okay, so she was one of these. Go here. So she was carrying. Come
You
on,
didn't
come
have
on.
this ready?
Do you realize how many creatures are in this book, Emil?
I know, but like the first thing we were gonna do is loot.
Why not?
You find her pistol, you find her cutlass. That's easy enough.
What kind of pistol? Is it a light pistol?
It is. I believe so. Pirate, here we are. Yes, it is a light pistol. And you find her cutlass. And you find I need dice. You will open for me.
maybe if you didn't stuff it so full, it would open easier.
I prefer to stuff things full.
He does.
I don't want to get into that.
Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe.
You find 8 copper
Sorry.
coins and 2 silver coins on her.
So, Sel, you threw me the drink, right?
Yes. 8 copper
So,
coins.
as
and
you're
how many
going
silver?
through the coins,
2 silver.
as few as the few silver ones clink, Tessa's ears, like, shoot straight up. And she just stares at you while chugging. You sound pretty. You just see her eyes wide as saucers in the dark.
You said 3 silver?
2.
2.
There's cameras for visual reference.
Sorry, I was in the middle of typing things out. My bad.
But yes, there's 2 silver coins.
And then a cutlass.
Yes, and a cutlass. That's all that's on her. Anyone else going to check the other people's?
Could I check one of the bodies?
Sure, roll an investigation check.
Yeah! Like me. Oh. Why do I have my toggle on?
It doesn't matter.
Let me. I'll
How many
change
lead
that.
balls? Did no lead balls on her?
You did not find those, no. Not with that investigation check. But
So do I get that nat 20?
no, because it's always the number on the left if there's a toggle.
Can't I dream?
I mean, yeah, you can dream, but you asked for reality.
I don't want reality.
Well,
neither do any of us.
I want the nat 20.
Well, too bad. You
should've
find
been
a
smart.
you find a blank pin and a dirk on this particular pirate you're searching.
You found a
I look
you found a
I
bludgeon
look
and a
to
dagger.
Xavier to be like, look what I found, but then realized he wasn't there and I got sad.
Well, except his character is actually there, and he just nods in approval.
Yay!
Okay.
Anyone else searching? You have 3 more bodies.
Yeah, I will do that.
I sent you a whisper because Emil was talking.
Yes, I see. So Vex, Tessa, and Nyafta, go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll say,
Where do
during
I
this
find
time,
that?
I'm gonna-
So it's on your
during
character.
this time,
Oh,
Tessa that one day. So, can I roleplay that?
yes.
So proud.
Oh, I
She
see.
just
I'm
like
too drunk.
kicks over one of the bodies and like doesn't hear any ringing from coins and such, and then she just goes back to drinking.
Okay. Valor, you find a blank pin, a dirk, and you find 5 copper coins on this particular sailor.
I would like to take the time to hold the 2 silver pieces in each finger, like this.
Yeah.
And be like, might want to check harder.
No, me buddy. He was poor as dirt. He fought like
Nyafta,
dirt too.
you find a blank pin, a dirk, and you find
Dark.
it's a small dagger.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait, you said that was a tiny dagger?
You find 2 silver pieces and 3 copper pieces.
Who
See,
was that?
bird is useful. Fish is useful.
I'm
Sally is
useful.
useful.
And for anyone who wants to know, this is a dirk.
How do you spell it?
What are
Oh, I thought I could just pop
It's a
it
pretty
into my
shanky-shank.
inventory.
I'm about to say, I know what
I'll
a dirk
keep
is.
that in my boot.
I own a dirk.
Yeah, so do I.
Doesn't everyone?
No.
No.
Well, now we all do. See, we all got them from these guys.
No.
I meant
They're
out
the
of
bad
character.
guys and we killed them. Therefore, we win.
Out of character, I own a dirk.
Yes. So, you guys are now. I will say this: that battle wasn't quiet. So if you guys
Yeah,
are
White
looking
Hill.
to, she shot at you too.
Oh, well, she kind of missed.
Yeah, but
I was
her
actually
gun was.
singing the whole time for inspiration, so yeah, no.
Yeah, no. This battle was not
Yeah, I'm
quiet.
going to ask you, Nafty, how you played that. Nafty, I know, but Tessa. So you actually sing for your bardic inspiration.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Just good for me to know.
So yeah, that battle was not quiet. So if you're looking to get away before anyone starts showing up, I would like you to roll athletics checks. If you're just walking away, then some things may happen.
I'm just gonna be like,
I'm gonna
wash 'em
run.
out.
I did 16.
I'm a
This is a lawful character.
I'm walking.
I'm screaming
Or
at.
slithering.
I'm gonna real
slithering.
quick scream at everyone.
Run.
Oi, quick, wash them out. And I start trying to drag one of the bodies over the edge.
You realize bodies float, yeah?
Yeah, not for long.
Okay.
No.
Roll
It
a
takes
Does it put rocks in their boots?
it takes about 1 minute to do so, and with some of the stuff that is weighing them down, they might actually sink.
which are
But if they're
lightweight
bad
clothing.
guys, wouldn't anyone care if they're dead?
Well, they might not have. Hold on. Could I actually ask for this with like the bad reputation feature, since Taggart's kind of a known jerk?
You do know that Taggart himself is not well liked, but he is not technically a bad person. He is a let me double check. Nobody really likes him, but he is not evil. Well, not really evil. He doesn't have
Well,
any
if no one-
outstanding warrants,
Guess
or
they're
he's
just
not
not-
wanted by the crown. He's just
He's just
another
not charismatic,
privateer
let's say.
like you who just
Yeah.
runs a harsher ship.
Okay, me boles. If we stare around, they will still ask questions, even if it's Taggart. And perhaps he may have bribed a few people to look the other way for our arrest. Say we leave and no longer ask questions. We defended
Out of
ourselves.
character,
if
I'm
we
already
have
on
to
the
in
ship.
future.
Out of character. I'm already on the ship. Bye, guys.
So Reeve,
Yeah, we're pissing out quickly.
Nyafta, and Tessa have bolted.
I'm about to say, I'm standing there just like, come on, guys, like holding onto the legs of the.
Okay, if
Trying to
they
pull them.
hesitate, can I go back and help one of them? Being,
No, it's too
You're not
late.
taking
It's too late.
prisoners, are
I'm
you?
out.
like I
No,
start
I was-
dashing and like.
So yes,
I
'cause
mean,
you're a
Valor rolled a
tabaxi.
5.
Okay, so I can use
down.
my special kitten dash and.
Yep.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and start walking after you guys. Come on.
He's gonna.
You might wanna help the snake.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know that they're missing, and if it was us.
Well, Taggart will know, but
Fight that
no one
went
else
down
will.
and all this stuff. I'm mostly avoiding the law, not so much Taggart.
Yeah, you're not
I'm trying to
avoiding
avoid it.
Taggart because he knows exactly who he sent them after. So Taggart
And if they
knows.
don't, let's go.
So long as they don't come back, he knows.
There's vicious claw marks, gunshots, all this
Now,
other
as
stuff. I'm
far
pretty
as
sure
the
he can
law
figure
is
it out.
concerned,
If they were at
they were
at the bottom. If they were at the bottom of the ocean, you wouldn't know. That's all I'm
So because I know Sel, I guess that'll be the person I help since I can only help one of them, right?
correct.
no, it's already too late. I gave up halfway through after you guys walked away.
You might want to help the snake boy.
Yeah. And anyways, we don't want to keep those bags of meat. We already took the important stuff.
Oh, we were dumping them in the lake. And by lake,
in
I
the
mean the
bay.
big. No,
Yeah.
it's a lake.
That
Ocean's
is an
just-
ocean.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
lake.
Yeah, okay. You're a goober. For reference, in answer to your question, Vex. Also, just a quick reminder: anyone who wants to message me something, you're gonna type it in Roll20. You're gonna do /whisper GM, and it'll pick me, and then you'll send it. If your text is highlighted in yellow, it means only I see it. I don't have my phone, so I can't check Discord tonight.
Duly noted.
But, so for everyone wondering, the Dirk is just a dagger stat. It's just 1d4 piercing, and it's the same modifier. For the pistol, you found it is a. Where are you? So the pistol is 1d8 piercing, with a range of 50 to 200 feet. It does have light, and it is a reloading. The belaying pin is a 1d4 bludgeoning, and it uses strength.
Is it a club stat?
No, clubs are 1d6. Belaying pins are 1d4.
But they would use the same modifier, yes? Strength?
Yes.
I can edit that.
It's really hard to type with band-aids.
You'll get used to it. And when you get used to it, you will get rid of them because you won't need them anymore.
I like this flag.
I just do /whisper and then GM.
That works too. Although the W always has worked for me. But anyway.
It's not working for me, even though. Yeah, no, none of this is working for me at all. So I don't know what you're talking about.
A club is a 1d4.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah, it's not working for me at all. I can't whisper to anyone.
So you're gonna do /W and then space, and then type the first letter of the person's name. It'll create a drop-down menu.
Okay, see, the thing is, when I do that, because I'm trying to get this to work as well.
The only time if I did it without the drop-down menu, it doesn't work at all.
Correct.
So
Is that a naked person that just walked behind you?
Naked?
No.
I don't think my other half is naked.
He's not. And
they were asking if there was a naked person that walked behind me.
Like, I didn't see any pants.
You don't pay attention very well.
Do you ever look at the pants, though?
Yes.
That's why. Know it.
For the person who picked up the cutlass, it's 1d8 slashing, and it does have the finesse property, so it can be either strength or dex.
I have one of those.
But yes, you are not going to whisper anyone without the drop-down menu. You must select them from that menu. Just W/ the first letter of their name, and it'll create a drop-down menu.
Unless you can accurately type out their name.
No, even then.
Even then?
Yeah, you have to select it from the drop-down. The drop-down sometimes will autofill for you, but...
Yeah, I'm not having any luck with that. Is there a way to turn, like, do you have to turn on a drop-down menu, or...?
No, it should be it should just be a command that comes up.
Yeah, sadly, when I just use / whatever.
So it's
like /W or
/W space, and then
/W space and nothing,
and then click G.
No, that's the thing. It doesn't give me anything to click. That's what I'm saying.
Push the letter button G on your keyboard.
T?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. See, there we go. See, that's information we didn't have.
Cool, I said type the first letter of their name.
Yes, I don't. But it's weird because it doesn't show anything if you enter anybody else's name.
Correct. That's why you have to type the first letter of the name to create the drop-down menu. I probably sucked at explaining that, but that is what I was saying. My apologies.
You did your best, and that's what matters.
Let's see. The dirk is just a dagger. Same properties, so you can just drag a dagger and rename it. And then that's all you need, and that's all that needs to be said. All right. So moving onward.
I'm just gonna post this in the Roll20 chat from.
I can see everybody who's whispering. You're just gonna post what in the Roll20 chat?
I'm just
Okay, cool. I think I got it figured out. It's
yes, you do. I've seen both.
But yeah,
As long as your text box is in yellow highlight, I have seen it.
Okay.
So, you guys, yes, I see you.
I say during this time, if Valor's still trying to help me put people into the ocean, I'm just
it
gonna tap
was
him on the
Tessa
shoulder
who-
and tell him to go.
It was Tessa
I'm
who
not.
came
I
over to you.
will refuse to help you do that. Avidly.
Yeah, Valor just kind of slithered off. Tried to
Or-
run, but then almost tripped, and so he just decided to slither.
The way I imagine that is I tried to run like a human, but I don't have legs, so I lifted up a part of my tail and then almost tripped over it. And then I'm like, right, snake, go.
Yep.
Oh,
You've been a snake your whole life, right? So how
We
could you
make
forget that you
mistakes.
don't have legs?
Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to type.
He
Okay.
wanted to
It's
feel
like-
human for once. It's okay.
I will say
Like being a
that
cat and
I
forgetting
will
you
say
have
that
fur.
as the GM though, I can see whispers between players, so just be aware.
Cool. Totally not sending my phone number out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait, you send people your phone number? Huh. That's
Yeah, gotta know.
Yeah.
anyway, so you all managed to get away. Seemingly no worse for wear. Some of you are a little damaged, some of you aren't. But you managed to get to where you're going just fine. Let me finish.
I kind of look over to Tessa and Reeves, and I'm like, so, why did we panic again?
I did not panic, but we had to go from law
The law.
and go adventuring, right? We go aboard ship and get many loot.
Just a quick point, Tess. It's the law would have taken our side.
Yeah, but then we would have missed the ship. I don't want to explain things to guardsmen who already have it out for me.
I
We
take this time
already
to run up.
agreed for the Captain Flower to
Point made, small siren.
I
We-
run up finally.
accepted commission from her. So if we don't come, she takes all of the money.
that
What
was not
languages
your deal.
do efficiently, Reeves?
Secondly,
Oh,
the law being on our side is absolutely ridiculous. We just killed some people.
Okay, rephrase. The law would be on my side.
You
Maybe
just
it's
killed some
valid.
people. The law you just killed some people. The law
Are
is
you
not
a
on your side.
cop?
You have to tell me if you're a cop. Are you a cop?
I'm a marine.
Cop?
Oh, that would explain a lot. I'm going to keep moving now. Tessa just says, kind of giving a wave.
Oh, I'm assuming.
I
I'm
kind of-
assuming you're walking and
recover.
talking.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I assume you
Walking.
walk and talk.
Walking and talking.
While this is going on, I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab the water skin full of my alcohol from Tessa and
Tessa?
start drinking it.
Whatever's left.
Well. I didn't get a good chance to drink tonight, and I'm kind of sad.
Yeah,
Xavier
she's been
kind
kinda
of
hogging it.
Xavier kind of
Had
pats
to-
you on the shoulder, Reeve. Don't worry. And Captain Magnolia, or Mags, said that she is setting sail with the tide, and if we're not on her boat, then we're stuck here.
Okay.
I don't want to be stuck.
Right.
We got stuck last time. It didn't feel good.
No.
Hold up.
Imagine getting stuck.
So,
Couldn't be me.
so you guys arrive at the Albatross, Captain Mag's ship. And you are not the only crew aboard the ship. And so, you don't quite have to worry too much about doing all the work. But, yes.
just a side question out of character. Is Captain Magnolia a boss-ass bitch?
Yes.
Of course.
That
She
explains
carries
her-
herself like one.
That
I
explains
mean,
the
who
name.
else would be fit to bring me across the ocean to get money?
Anyone who just escaped from an insane asylum?
A
I
joke
mean, equally
about
qualified,
mental
but
illness.
As you guys arrive at the Albatross, it is a sloop. The ship is fast and agile and in good repair. Those of you who know anything about boats or have vehicles water trained or proficient, on the lower deck, the ship has 4 cannons, 2 on each side. Let's see. If you have, just quickly, I want everyone to do this. If you have proficiency with water vehicles, press W and click enter in the Roll20 chat. If you have proficiency with cartographer's tools, press C and put it in the chat. And if you have proficiency with navigator's tools, press N and put it in the chat.
How do I know that?
It should be on your character sheet there, Laura.
Right hand side below passive perception or passive wisdom.
Left hand side.
Yeah, sorry. Left hand side.
So you see where it says flute, lute, and schwam?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. If you had any of those proficiencies, they would be there.
Okay. I think I don't.
There are certain types, and there's type proficiencies and there's tool proficiencies.
Yeah.
I have in my proficiencies something that says I'm pro, but there's nothing listed. So I think something was supposed to be written there, but then wasn't. And that makes me concerned.
Oh, well, those are my.
Interesting.
If you look at your skills, it'll be like on the left-hand side of your page. Just scroll down until you see passive wisdom, and in brackets it'll say perception. Just below that is your tool proficiency.
Okay.
Assuming
Wait,
you
why
don't
did
have
we?
a character sheet.
Quick question: why can we see that roll?
Because it's not a roll I made as the GM. It is literally I clicked something on someone's character sheet and it appeared.
Oh, so it's not mine because I can't see it. Got it.
Yes. Let's see. You were
I have none of those.
Yes. And that may be the case. Some people may not have everything. I just wanted to be sure that I knew who did.
Maybe not the cartographer's tools.
Oh, are you looking at your tool proficiencies there, Emil? And it says like X tool proficiency, pro, and then attribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing in the name.
Is there a question mark?
There's a blank, but yes.
It's blank.
It's like they didn't fill in the tool section of the tool proficiency.
Maybe they don't have a tool proficiency.
Yeah, just a search. Just
depending on what background you took, you can always find out. What was the background you took?
Smuggler.
Smuggler.
You might not get any tool proficiency as a smuggler.
Unfortunate.
Let me look. No, you do get a tool proficiency.
Should.
Query attribute. You have vehicles water.
Oh, water vehicle. So I have a W.
Correct. Also, you're always setting these proficiencies to query. Because...
Queer.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Demonetized.
Yeah. Instantly. It's fine. I didn't plan to make any money off.
Well, you can only get monetization once you have over 1,000 subscribers. You need to have at least that.
Yeah, start working on it.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Blaze. I love you.
I'm not sorry. That was great.
Anyway.
What's required?
I'm evil.
Anyway,
Outside of
I'm
that,
chaotic good.
as you all board Mags' ship, Mags looks down at you. Oh, good to see you. Took your sweet time getting here. The tide's almost come.
yep, just in time.
We ran into trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble?
Nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Are you gonna try
Some
and shut up?
personal,
Roll a deception
some
check.
personal business. A deception check, but I don't think she should be concerned with it at all. It's my business.
You should be
I'm gonna
concerned.
say Reeves tries to say something, but then his partner Xavier probably like slaps a hand over his mouth because you know him.
No. He does not.
Oh,
We ran into
I'm
some.
gonna have Tessa try to help.
Help me out? Okay.
Yeah, because here's my lie. We ran out of booze. We ran out of trouble. We ran into some trouble.
Yeah.
Which, yes, I will tell Mags that I was drinking.
I will
but-
say that I don't think that this is me being deceptive. I honestly don't think that this should be her concern. It's personal business.
So, I want you to run through that logic with me. You hired her. You're now targets. You're now on her ship, which makes her ship and everyone on it targets because you're targets. How is that not her concern? Run that logic through me one more time.
They aren't targeting her; they're targeting us. Even though
where
we're on
are
the
you?
ship. Currently on the ship, right?
So when they come to catch you, whose ship are they blowing
You're
up?
gonna be in her ship.
I have to blow up the ship.
No, they do.
They do.
They have to disable it to catch her. That's how that works. That's why grape shot and chain shot exist.
Well, I'm gonna let Sel and Vex do
They don't
the
wanna talk
talking
about
on this
it,
one
but
since
it's
they already
okay.
started.
But anyway,
There's my deception check, a 16.
yeah, so she just looks at you. Is it guard or fellow explorers? She says tactfully.
What was the enemy captain's name?
Taggart.
It was Taggart.
Oh, fuck. You could have said any other name in these 7 seas and I would have been told. Get on! And she, and she looks to everyone. Weigh anchor, we're getting the hell out of here! And then she looks to you, Sel. You know navigation, yeah?
Well enough, yeah.
Good, you're now our navigator.
Oh no.
And then she looks to you, Tessa. Can you steer this creaking tub?
For real, man, I can do anything. I can steer. I can cook. And she just gives a kind of.
Stop the captain. Are you sure you want to let her drive drunk?
I was about to actually tell you to take the wheel.
Me.
Yeah, you
Oh dear.
go.
Not even drunk. You
Okay.
didn't give me enough time.
I'm just gonna look.
That's true. I did pass my alcohol test, actually.
You did.
headphones, you look a little drunk.
You do hear from up in the crow's nest.
I don't care. Yes.
You do hear from up in the crow's nest. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
Oh god.
And you watch as a
Bird.
beautiful blue macaw comes and lands on Magnolia's shoulder. And she goes, "Everyone, this is Polly. Polly, this is everyone. Alright? Pull your
Hey,
weight."
Polly.
Thank you
Hey,
for
Polly.
specifying that's not dinner.
Oh, he has more rank than all of you.
Polly.
I will pick out the best boiling pot. Tessa says with a grin, and then but she's respectful. I have to play by being lawful.
Anyway, you'll meet the rest of the crew during the voyage. Right now, anyone who's not completely brain dead useless, grab a line.
I grab the map of the book that has the map in it, and I start going to
Tessa
charts.
and
You mean the map that's in my bag?
Yeah, I can either do water vehicles or be a cook, whichever one she wants. So I'm
Tessa-
guessing water vehicles.
I give the map and the old journal to Stell.
Yeah, because kind of needs them for navigating.
Yeah, he needs them.
Yep.
And I just kind of look at him. When we're not on the ship, I'll hold on to them.
No, it's okay. I got it. I smile. And
all right.
Well, one of them is a map of the island itself too, so his navigating would help there.
I'm only saying that is like, if they're going to be targeting somebody, having somebody with the most armor would probably make less sense.
Well, it's your job to make sure they don't get to me, isn't it? Pat him on the shoulder.
Reeve, Tessa, and Reeve, Tessa, go ahead and roll me your water vehicles proficiency and query strength.
All right.
Vex, I want you to roll yours, query dexterity.
Which one do I roll? Strength?
Yes, strength.
Wouldn't I be dexterity because I'm a ranger? Okay.
Nikki, go ahead and roll your navigator's tools, querying intelligence. And
awesome.
Laura.
Any possible way I can get advantage on this?
Well, no. You have proficiency. But Laura, what do you want to do to help the ship get underway? You can either pull down ropes, you can help guide the ship out of port, or you can offer aid to the navigator. How would you like to assist?
I'm gonna offer aid to the navigator.
Okay, so now, Sel, you can roll with advantage because you have Nyafta helping you.
Yikes!
I thought we were going to be doing this a few times.
It's getting progressively worse.
Oh shoot!
Well, thankfully, it was just to get out of port, which is not a very hard check.
Okay.
So,
oh God, if you had failed that.
Taking out that whole pier.
Your other left.
My starboard, your port!
East? I thought you said West.
But
I'm sorry, I'm the one that knows how to drive. I don't think I made a bad enough check to start hitting things.
No, but I would definitely use my persuasion to trick everyone to thinking that this is your problem.
I mean, that may be the truth.
No, your other starboard.
But as you guys...
Do I have to listen to him?
No.
How to drive? Don't think so.
I mean, like, you don't have to, but guess what ends up happening? We'll get lost.
That is a possibility. But you guys are now out
really
on the high
your
seas.
fault.
As you guys set sail, it is still fairly early in the day. But you guys managed to set sail just fine. The wind is in your favor, and the sheets are at full.
Everything all right on him, yeah? Yeah.
As you're at sea, you start to relax a bit, except for you, Vex, because you're kind of stuck at the wheel for now. But Magnolia appears to be making her way towards you to relieve you for a time.
What is the speed of the ship at the moment? How many knots?
If I'm not mistaken, when the captain takes the wheel, the person who was currently on the wheel kind of just yells out "Captain's ship" or whatever.
Captain at the helm.
Captain at the helm,
yes.
And then he slithers down the stairs and goes to a bunk to get a little bit of shut eye. And I have to go get a snack, so that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
Snack.
So the sloop can make a respectable fucking where are you?
I'm about to say, just going to point out, I am a snack. So.
You would have thought. Let's see. Gosh dang it. Okay. Where can I find the Albatross? See chapter 4. Thank you.
Albatross are basically like giant seagulls.
You are
Yeah, it's the
correct.
thing from the Rescuers.
They're more like pelicans.
They're like
massive.
pelicans, but with a seagull beak.
They're just massive.
Yeah.
So I will
Something
actually.
like that.
I think I might actually have a map I can use for you guys here.
Woo!
So now that the ship's going, are people now just able to go
Yes.
throughout the ship and whatnot?
Yes.
What were the rules of her? What were the rules of her ship? Were we allowed to drink on her ship?
No grog on the
No.
ship.
No drinking on duty.
Correct.
I wasn't sure because there was allowed gambling on her
Boring.
ship, but not.
The bard. Boring.
I remember that. That's actually why Tessa was working so hard to get drunk. Yeah, and I agree.
All right, here we go.
You're not allowed to get drunk on duty. That's the only rule.
That is correct. That was the most important rule, or so it seemed.
I say, but if I'm in the water swimming, then there is no issue.
Other than physics.
I mean, like
I can swim.
I can move 60 feet a turn in the water.
I can tell you the boat is making faster than that.
Because typically, I think sloops make 70 at the moment.
So thankfully, it's actually the travel pace is measured in miles per hour.
I can take out a calculator.
So 6 miles per hour. You have fair winds, so double that to 12.
You have fair wind. Okay, there's no way I'm catching up.
Yeah, no.
Because I can make 6. I can't make 12.
So, I'm guessing since you were saying we all get a break relatively soon.
Yes.
Alright.
Here is the sloop.
Yep.
Oh,
I paid
nice.
more than enough attention.
What I'd like to do is, because Reeves is considered a little less stronger than I, Tessa kind of like grabs like Reeves' rope and starts doing like a portion of your work as we're finishing up, and just goes, "You are a good fish." That's all you hear Tessa say. Just like but she gives you a nodding, like kind of a bit of approval. Where did you learn to fight? She asked, because remember in the last thing, you just shot a dude or two.
I just point to Xavier.
Oh, I see. Well, he taught you all right. You should learn more.
Point of fact, Xavier's up in the crow's nest with his rifle, just kind of scanning.
He's having a blast. Reeves kind of like fidgets a bit, says something in Sylvan, but then quickly like perks up and is just is like, I like to learn more.
Can I ask what the word was in Sylvan? Because
May the tempest tempt me.
And what did you mean by that spot of poetry? Tessa says with a smile, recognizing she understood you.
He immediately he doesn't have red blood. Instead, his is more like violet purple. So you see his face like brighten up, but instead of it being like that pink red that you see in blush, it's just like he turns just purple, and he's just like and he attempts
Tessa,
to try
almost
and cower
annoyed as
away.
she's like dealing with the ropes, she kind of snaps, "Speak up. You're an adult, not a child. You can learn to string words together with help."
Is
He is
Well,
actually
that's
older
the
than I
thing.
am.
Tessa doesn't really know, so either way,
Reeves
actually.
is technically older than Sel is.
Yeah.
So Reeves has like the he was rescued at 18.
Yeah.
So and he's well into his, I believe he's almost what I put in my bio.
You put
He's
28.
28. He's 28. And so he has the English or common knowledge of a 10-year-old because his first 18 years were in the sea.
As
So
in-
anything land-wise is
So the way I'm going to
10-year-old.
roleplay this, she softens a little bit, and you may speak to me in Sylvan if you like. Just stop being a coward.
At that point, the snake will will kind of slither up behind Tessa
Mhm.
and just look at her and be like, "Shut your trap, cat."
I'm gonna walk up behind the snake and
Reeves
be like, "Is
kinda
there a
like-
problem
It's
here?"
just a smile. At least you understand, Common. She's working the ropes still.
Walk
Reeves
up
kind of
behind.
like fidgets with his thumbs, almost like picking under the claws, and is saying in Sylvan, and the way he talks, instead of his stuttering common, because he
Mhm.
still struggles with it, his voice almost sounds, it's that mix of aquatic and Sylvan, and it just sounds much more fluent and almost poetic as he's talking, and it's just like, you're but a renaissance of whispers. Please bring pity on me.
So understanding Sylvan, but not really understanding poetry very much, or the poetic speech, because Tessa, she just gives you a dismissive way, and it's like, you can't even speak proper Sylvan. She says in Sylvan back to you, but her dialect is harsh. Very tribal, kind of guttural.
I walk up behind Valor.
Your Sylvan is the one harsh. You don't understand it.
And I definitely yell. I differently yell out and be like, "Hey, there a problem here?"
No problem.
Nothing.
They small. Smiling.
You see Reeve like give a little tiny smile, and it's just like, hit.
Even though Vex is actually pretty big, she means that in a different context.
Valor will just kind of slither away from Cell and ruffle.
As you
Reeve's
slither away from Cell, you hear a voice, "Hey, watch it!"
Oh!
I look down and I kind of just like, Valor will like bow and just be like, "My apologies, I didn't see you."
You see a male halfling, and he smiles up at you. No worries. I like to go around, but I was fixing to see a row here, and I was kind of excited, and then you cut it off. What the hell? Why you gotta ruin everybody's fun?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, isn't there a rule about not fighting on the ship?
Oh yeah, there is indeed. But that just means Thok here, and you're not sure how any of you didn't notice, but there's a about 8-foot tall orc standing behind Tessa. And he is ripped to shit. And Thok here was gonna sort y'all out. It would have been fun to watch. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Cade. I'm a deckhand here.
Hi,
Cade. I shake his hand immediately. Absolutely. My name is Sal. I'm the navigator. Nice to meet you.
Ah, good. We got another navigator.
I'm Valor.
Pleasure. That's
I
Thok.
figured you were whipped. I did hear you complimenting the captain upstairs when you said captain on deck.
Oh, well, captain's at the helm. It's a good thing too because the other two don't like being awake during the day. That Chad guy, and then our Ara. I don't know, but they don't like being up during the day. They prefer to take the night shift.
I'm gonna walk over to the orc.
Walkers.
No, one's a human, the other's an elf.
They're
so only one person worth talking to. And Tessa looks over at the orc and gives him kind of an approving nod, being like, "Okay, finally somebody who looks like they might be able to handle themselves."
He just kind of looks down at you, and then, pretty kitty.
I'm gonna walk up to the orc and.
So with Tessa, Bully, you idiot. Is all she says, and she just kind of goes back to her ropes. Tessa's clearly flustered though, because it's somebody who she gave a mild praise to, and he instantly jumped the gun.
Cat.
Thok no think. Thok. And when he crushes his hand, you hear a boom.
That's what I.
He just kind of looks up at him and goes, "Fuck."
You itty bitty.
No, not fuck. Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck.
Thought.
I will do no such thing.
Doc.
Thought.
I'm gonna walk up to the orc and be like, "So where'd you master the art of standing so still that you become invisible?"
Invisible?
Fuck.
No one can see you.
Oh!
She's
And
a
he points to Cade. And Cade just shrugs and then walks up to Thok, and then as Thok just kind of reaches his hand down, Cade uses it to pull himself up and then climb all the way up to Thok's shoulder and then just kind of lean on him. Me and Thok here, we're buddies. We kind of hauled this big, tall fish out of the ocean. See, he was drowning. Thok no swim good. Thok punch water. Yeah, that's where. And, well, I taught this boy a few tricks to keep him alive, you know? But he makes a great...
Can he swim now? Have you taught him to swim now?
Oh, yeah. Thok here can swim with just about anyone else. But he makes a great, heavy-handed lifter guy. And, of course, he can, load cannons all by himself. Them cannonballs don't seem to trouble him at all.
I don't suppose you're here to relieve me, are you? Tessa says, kind of getting annoyed now with the.
We're all standing around watching Tessa do all the work.
Exactly.
And I am okay. And I am
He's doing
totally
his
okay.
best, okay?
I am totally okay with this. By the way.
He's not strong.
I kind of tap Tess on the shoulder. I've got a moment's free time. I'll take.
Well, actually, the cat is kind of right. We were coming over here to relieve you because clearly we need to get the albatross to full tilt pretty quickly here. So, shoo, kitty.
I
Shit, he said you ain't adequate!
She's not happy. Tessa just throws the ropes at them and stumbles off.
Thok catches the rope and yanks, and you hear a as one corner of the sail just starts to move, and it seems to slacken out to create a bigger area. And Cade, in the meantime, Cade actually jumps on that rope that Thok is pulling and scampers up like a monkey and is up in the rigging and is quickly unfurling the topsail all by himself.
He's just fascinated by this.
I kind of call up to Cade. If you value your life, I don't recommend angering the cat.
Do we have?
Yeah, Tessa kicks a bucket over, just pissed.
Do we have anything to drink?
Thok shakes
Not
his
There's
head.
plenty of water all around.
Not booze, but water.
Water?
Oh, and
Typo.
Thok has the rope kind of wrapped around his arm, and he's just kind of holding it here. Every once in a while, the wind kind of takes it, and he just drags it back. Water barrel, there. And you do see that on the main deck of the ship, there are 3 barrels that are tied and strapped down with water cups.
I will fill my water skin and get a water cup, sit on the barrel, and I will cast Gust into the sails. And just sit there and have his drink. Just idly, just...
It goes a little bit faster for a short period of time.
It'll do... I will do this continuously. For as long as I'm just going to
You do notice, however, that there are a team of about 5 sailors that make up the rest of the crew. Kiton. Actual Kiton.
Yeah.
But you do see...
Yeah.
you do see that there are sailors...
I have my own tabaxi here.
Yes, you have your own tabaxi.
I have my own fish. They're in the fish tank over there. I can't take them out of their tank, though. Sorry.
One other thing you do notice is that there is a longboat on the Albatross. It's not big enough to fit anywhere near everybody, but there is one. And
That's
it's kind of strapped down in the. You actually can look down. It's actually strapped in the ballast hold, which on that diagram would be 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it is strapped down there, and I think that might but it's there, and it seems to be in well working condition.
Cool.
The only other things.
Oh.
The only other things of note is that the ship doesn't look like it needs the full complement of sailors. In fact, this looks a little overkill.
Okay.
This ship could theoretically be crewed by 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
I decide to kind of glitter up the mainsail to talk to Cade.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything else?
I'm just
Reeves
practicing my
wants to-
lute in the section 4 for
Well-
everybody to listen if they need some bardic inspiration, to make the crusade less tenuous.
I'm
Okay.
going to continue to gust into the sails for
All right.
an
I
indefinite
think
time.
I'll have Tessa do is fish next to Nayafti as a kind of stress reliever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Reeve, what are you doing? You said.
Works.
Reeve lightly tugs on Tessa's sleeve and is just like, and says in Sylvan, may I educate you upon the tongue of the ocean someday?
Oh my gosh. So
You're
Tessa
Sylvan
already
Black.
being kind of infuriated by the situation, just looks at you. And in Sylvan, though so nobody else can understand that, you have nothing to teach me about the ocean, child. I have already lived it, survived it, and eaten from it. And she just kind of leaves you with that, with a kind of growl. And then she stops and kind of looks back and she says, in Sylvan, but you stood up to me. At least you're learning.
Tessa, be nice.
You don't understand, Sylvan.
No, I can tell by the tone.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
always-
by Tessa's
Tessa's-
face.
Making
And you know her
assumptions
well enough by
making
now.
assumptions is not a bad bad part of D&D. It's actually a fairly common one.
I always make assumptions.
Reeve kind of just
I enjoy
stares
being
at
an
her a bit disheartened, but when she looks back and is like, he kind of gives a small smile. It's just
That's
like,
Tessa for
I'll
you.
still teach.
So,
Do I need to make a fishing jackal check?
yes, I am going to have everyone make checks here in a minute. But first, we're going to go to Valor, because he was the first one who said something. So, Valor, you've successfully climbed up the mast. You do notice that several of the crew are actually like watching you. Mag seems to like glance your way every now and then, but is mostly keeping her eye on the horizon. And as you get up there, Cade sighs as he leans against the main mast and just, good. We're all underway. Ship shape and hey!
Hey!
Hey,
So I noticed something about the crew.
What about him?
There's more than needed. Any particular reason?
Well, that's an easy one. You see, he kind of looks around and then looks up. So, we, every once in a while run across some, scurvy dogs.
Pirates is what we call them.
Yeah, that's such a negative connotation. But
I'm a Marine. It comes with the territory.
Yeah, well, fair enough. But anyway, so yeah, we kind of just want to make sure that if any, brigands or scurvy dogs come our way, that we can actually hold our own in a fight, So, we run with a larger crew than normal. Though, granted...
So their insurance. Their insurance.
Yeah, more or less. But, I mean, hey, are you really going to say no to some extra hands? After all, more hands make less work.
fair, more hands also make more weight.
I mean,
And more food to cook.
it's never affected the albatross none.
It will.
You worry too much.
You don't know how much.
Definitely a salty marine.
You don't know how much we're bringing back.
True.
And then I leave him with that, and I slither down the mast, and then go off to do something else.
Good talking with ya. And then he just kind of leans back against the mast, taking obviously a quick break. As for the rest of yous, I would like Nyafta to roll a performance check. I would like Sel to roll an Arcana check. And I would like Tessa to roll a fishing check, querying dexterity.
Could I query strength? And the reason being is
Sure.
that she's actually just casting for distance at this point.
Sure.
She's taking out her anger. It's okay.
Oh yeah, she's just taking out her anger.
Jesus, I can't roll anything above a 9 today.
It's okay. You're doing your best, and sometimes your best looks like my worst, but
Okay,
that's
so
okay too.
weirdly, you don't actually roll fishing tackle as a tool. Do you want me to make it a tool?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll just do that real quick. Fishing tackle. Weirdly, yeah, I didn't realize that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
There isn't very many rules for it. I'm gonna put query attribute. Cool. Okay, and then we're doing fishing tackle strength. Whatever that was.
Cool.
Oh, 16.
But I say, since I am doing this repeatedly over the course of 10 minutes, can I take my 10 instead of an 8 on the dice?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't mind. Also, this.
So it ended up being a 13 instead of an 11.
Okay. All right.
This used to be Sel's old job.
So, as you all, I want to turn that just a little bit more this way. Cool. As you all do your various bits, you notice that as you strike up a tune, the sailors actually engage in a sea shanty, but it's in Dwarvish.
Okay.
So,
I speak Dwarvish.
oh, you do. Wonderful.
It's a bard. They speak quite a few languages.
You'd be surprised, actually. And Zarius only
I
spoke two.
know a few languages Dot never spoke to the rest of the group. Zing.
Oh no, sorry. I speak Orc. No, not Dwarfish. My bad.
Okay.
Oh darn.
So,
Up to Thought.
but so they begin a shanty tune in Dwarvish. The whole crew seems to be able to speak it. You're not sure why, but you haven't seen a dwarf on here. There's not one dwarf among the crew. There are humans, and there is a halfling, an orc, and I've heard of an elf. But the rest are humans.
Would I, as somebody who's been on a ship with probably a few dwarves, understand a few of the words in the sea shanty?
You catch maiden and gold, as those words are pretty universal in Dwarvish tales.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh,
I know which
maiden
song
and
you're
a
singing.
war of gold.
Stop talking about women.
Women, gold.
Like every shanty ever.
I know which song he's talking about, though. It's from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I didn't say that.
I know it is.
The thing is, I kind of went to the same tune, but...
But anyway, so those are what you have right now.
Alright then, as they chant, I will continue performing because I don't want to stop their chant. But surely when I'm done or when they finish, I may ask somebody about how is that everybody here speaks dwarfish if nobody's a dwarf.
Fair enough. So for now, though, we're going to go to the next check that was done. And Sal, you are able to coax a little bit more. Your total contribution will be about an extra half mile per hour. If you're just sitting here continuously doing this.
Just gonna do this and like take a step. It takes almost no to little effort to do this at all. It's a cantrip.
All right. So yeah, you are able to coax a little bit more speed for the ship. Tessa, you actually are able to catch a fish.
So
It's a
Tessa
mackerel.
just like would because Neafty's there.
Mhm.
Nafty, I know, but Neafty.
Yeah.
You basically see Tessa pissed at the world, clearly angry about something as you're playing your little tune. She reels back and just almost hurls her fishing pole off as she just casts, and she makes a prolonged cast. It goes on for a little bit. You hit a few notes, kind of. Cast is still going. Few notes. Cast is still going before you hear kerplunk. And she almost instantly gets a fish. Like she aimed there. And she seems about as surprised as you are, that she just instantly gets a bite. And she's now suddenly brightened up from whatever her fussy situation was before. And just smiles over at our bard and goes, I've got a victory tune, I guess.
So, as you reel in the fish, it is a massive grouper.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're able to haul it aboard. As you do,
I don't know if they're any good, actually, from a taste standpoint.
Few, they're really good fried.
Yeah. I guess you're correct. Yeah. Okay, modern use. Yeah, the fried or in sauce. Got it.
Well, they probably have a
Sorry.
probably have a culinary expert on board.
a cook.
I actually have cook's utensils.
And so you would actually be able to do something with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but that's not what I'm doing with it.
Yeah, but
What are you doing?
Using it as
So
bait
that's
for-
how I cook is with Constitution. Damn it.
huh?
So excited as all hell, this wiggling grouper like trying to fight Tessa. She grabs it and just immediately starts gnawing on it. And just like looks at Daphne like, look what I got! Like with this excited, like almost childish expression. Kind of letting herself be vulnerable because she doesn't around the rest of the crew.
Oh wow, I way underestimated the crew. Slip needed. My apologies, but no matter. The Albatross is a rather homely ship.
We had questions.
But it's okay. I have stated, and it is for the Albatross.
Yeah.
The
Especially with
the Albatross
especially
is
with
special.
Thok.
Huh?
They have Thok.
Yes, that is true. Thok, it does count for like 4 people. His strength is 20. His intelligence is 4.
Well, yeah, that would.
So, for this fish, I'm going to gnaw at it as Neafty continues, but it's basically going to be, because a grouper is a big fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be like a cat lollipop for like the next section of her journey, so she's going to be like constantly eating it in different stages as we continue.
No worries.
When it kind of gets to the point where Tessa takes a break, Valor will come over and just be like, hey, look, I'm bored, so want to spar for a bit?
Tressa, you see her wipe her mouth from some remains of the fish. You're pretty sure it's an organ or two. As she grins up at you. It's not sparring if you can't win.
I have a chance.
I have a chance.
Yes, you have a chance. Just like fish have a chance. She takes another bite, but then she kind of is entertaining the idea you can have.
Valor just crosses his arms and looks at her. You're saying I don't have any strength to take you on?
By the way, where are they on the ship while they're doing this?
The main deck.
They're probably.
I'm assuming
Probably
he's
right.
found her, yeah.
Are you guys like right here? Because I'm
Yeah,
actually sitting right here.
Out there.
yeah.
So it is a map. You can put your tokens where you want to be.
Oh,
How
okay.
do I put my token?
You
That's actually probably.
you click your name and drag it onto the map. I even went through all the goddamn trouble of making sure your hit points, your AC, and your vision were on there too.
So wait, did we get
where
some
are the-
tokens? Am I using the wrong thing?
I
No.
don't see myself.
Actually, where are the barrels? Now that I think about it, because there are no barrels in this.
So there was a
'Cause I-
barrel here, there was a barrel here, and there was a barrel here.
Oh, then I'm sitting right here. 'Cause I was sitting on a barrel.
No, you didn't get. I didn't add any special tokens. I just took the ones you guys were using.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm trying to drag myself onto the map, but I am not getting any results.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, you did it, Tessa.
I
And there
dragged
is
them.
Niefka. Oh, you failed, Tessa.
Can
It's
you
okay,
move your
though. You tried
characters
your
now that
best.
they're on the map?
Yeah, I deserve that.
Where am I?
So you're on 2, Niafka.
You're by the
And
Yeah, I see it.
So you're there. Can
Should
you
be here.
move your characters?
No, I cannot.
Okay, so that I need to fix. So give me 1 second. Actually, that would be under token permissions. Okay.
Tessa, where are you dragging your name from?
I'm sorry? Oh, from the little token next to... From my token, with all the... Like on the bottom left, you know how you have all your characters?
Where?
Okay,
Bottom
try it now.
Oh, that's not how you do it. What you
Yeah,
do
you
is
gotta go
on
to
your
journal.
character sheet, you
Uh-huh.
click bio and info, so then there's this big token that's right
Oh,
there.
got it.
You then drag
Okay, I
onto the
just
map.
did it. Okay, so yeah, we can delete the other one. Okay, I remember
I'm so
now.
proud of
Thank
you. Yeah.
I got it now. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay, so where was Nayafti then? Because she was here next to us, and just make sure we got
Just
everybody.
about up here.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, I see it. So I'm gonna have Tessa fishing here.
I'm
then.
here. This is me.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
She's right here.
Besides, I do not know what our captain thinks of a little bit of light sparring.
You haven't asked.
She's still at the
You could
helm,
ask.
yeah?
Yeah.
I suppose we could ask our
I
beloved.
kind of look up to the captain. Captain,
I.
is there a particular rule you have against sparring?
A little practice.
So it works the way duels work. First blood is the winner. And it better not be dismembering or anything more than a light scratch, or you're both gonna get
Y'all
10
do it to
lashes.
the blood? Head, not to the hit, to the blood. Alright.
Fair enough. I kind of look back at Tessa. Hands only.
Hands only? I don't believe that's a fair fight. You use
Does it
that
have claws?
pitiful blade.
No. Because Valor was raised on a marine ship, they had the courtesy to never use weapons in a sparring match.
Yeah, but cats have claws.
So that
that.
Tessa knows that she has the advantage in her bare hands, so she's trying to even out the fight. And
Fuck, I wish I had a drink right about now. As I look up at the captain, and
Now, the funny
hold up my
thing is,
wineskin.
Tessa actually carries a cutlass for this purpose.
There are blunted weapons you can procure.
Exactly.
There are technically belaying pins all around at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But however you want to do it. So
Also, if you're proficient with a weapon, you can deal non-lethal damage regardless.
I kind of just pull out the belaying pin I stole off the corpse. Might as well use this.
You are proficient with every weapon.
I know how paladins are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I drew Reeves.
It's almost like he used to fight for a living. Wow.
Worst thing is,
so proud.
Valor is not very old. He's actually the youngest member of the crew right now.
But I think by like 1 year.
He's 18.
How old are you?
18.
I'm 19.
Oh, literally by a year.
Are we doing this as a like half HP thing? Or
So
like
basically what this is going to be is you're going to both roll either athletics or attack rolls, however you want to do it. The first 3 hits is the winner.
Mm-hmm. That's to the blood. Some do it to actually just to hit. And the first person to hit wins.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to know. But first 3. All right. Tessa takes you up on this. When she sees you have the belaying pin, she's like, "Okay, are you using the shield as well?"
Yes. And,
okay, yeah,
and
yeah. She's just got her claws, and
at the same time, if it gets to the point where I have a chance to do so, I will try to grapple you with my tail.
All right. So
here's how
let's start and do this all official.
I would say both of you give me an athletics check.
Right away.
I would like to take this time to look up at the cat and be like, man, I really wish I had a drink right about now as I wave my water skin full of booze.
As
all right, just a second.
Mags ignores you. Tessa?
Yeah, just a sec. I gotta pull up my character sheet again. All right, so athletics from the start.
So
okay, you won that.
Yeah, Valor pretty handily. You go in and you did underestimate him a bit when this first started.
Of course, because Tessa.
Quickly though, he knocks away your attack, which it was half-hearted, but he does manage to wrap his tail around your midsection, and he is going to try and coil around you. This will be a grapple check. So, Vex, you're going to roll an athletics check with advantage. Tessa, you're going to roll athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
All right, and with advantage, if I was raging, which I could actually do in a normal fight, yeah, no.
You can rage if you want to. No one's stopping you.
Yeah, she'll rage. Okay,
yeah, so then yes, you get.
So the advantage would be canceled out. This would be a straight check.
Isn't it just you gain advantage?
I do, but you already gave him advantage.
Right, so you both now have advantage to make your check.
Yeah, which doesn't that mean they cancel out?
It would. No. You have to impose disadvantage on him somehow.
Oh, okay, I got you. Go ahead.
Or you can both roll at the same time. It really doesn't matter.
Tessa succeeds.
Yep.
I won.
By 1.
Yeah. It's not a strength save.
It's
an athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, I'm sorry. Athletics. It's the same number.
Okay.
It's a +6.
So Valor, you do manage.
He has to roll acrobatics to get out.
No, so the grapple can take either athletics or acrobatics.
Alright.
And technically that roll was better.
Yeah.
But so it was a near enough thing, Tessa, as you were a little caught off guard. But you do manage to brute force your way to stretch the tail and duck. And now that's technically 1 hit per side, because I am going to count the grapple check as an actual hit. And succeeding it. So that's 1 to 1. So go ahead and both of you roll athletics checks again.
Rolling high.
Yikes.
Because even with I get a 9, but with an
2 out of
athletics check, but
3.
even then, yeah.
Yikes.
Is it the first of 3 or 2 out of 3?
So Vex
First
is
to
now
3.
so Vex is now 2, and Tessa's 1. Or yeah.
You're not having a good time over there.
No, it's just bad dice rolls, which happens.
So again,
It's fun watching
Tessa's
it.
a little overconfident and a little drunk, so this actually narratively works fairly well. And
Oh gosh, and she was more angry about not getting another fish.
but you
I think during this race she's gonna fish.
and then just bang conk.
Yeah.
And roll it again.
I drew reefs. I posted in the Seas of Vodari.
This time it's a 24 for Tess.
There you go. So this time you're ready for it as you duck the belaying pin and strike at the snake boy's shield with the cutlass. And then you follow it up with a quick...
Right now, she's unarmed right now. The cutlass was just for somebody else.
Oh, okay. So you...
That was the whole point.
Bonk. And that's 2 hits per side now. Roll the next one.
Okay, there's
That's
no
another
way.
24.
There's no way Vex gets away with rolling nothing but 18s this whole time.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's how dice work.
So, Valor, you go in with the belaying pin, and Tessa, you catch it, and then bang! Right into Valor's nose. Valor, it's not broken, but that hurt.
Hey.
And then you see a drip of blood hit the deck, and then Mag's just, alright, that's enough.
Tessa's
like
just gonna...
sitting on the stairs and was kind of like clapping his hands. He's like, "Yay!" That was fun to watch.
Tessa's actually gonna give Valor a quite, she just extends her clawed hand as a handshake and this, mi boli, you tried. She says with a smile but a confident, it's like, hey, you almost got me there kind of smile.
Valor kind of just like wipes his nose, is like, I saw you were upset, so I figured this would help.
You're better at reading me than other people. And she means that honestly. It's like a genuine, like, hey, I get you, thank you.
Reeves says this, he's baby.
Say, I'll challenge anyone to max skill at any point.
But you didn't.
You all hear a long, drawn-out whistle as you all look up, and Xavier shouts out to Magnolia, "Ship off our hind!"
Oh.
Mags looks back. "Snake, take the wheel!"
Okay.
And she walks over to the back of the ship, and I will actually drag her token onto the map because it's going to be fun.
We haven't had a long rest yet, have we?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
No?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, I
haven't.
did.
And I used my last rage on that because I roleplay.
Oh, now you're tired.
Yep. Now I are tired.
So she
I
walks
have
to
no
the.
more spells left.
So she walks to the back of the ship and. So. She looks at you, Valor. You said Taggart, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he's following us.
Oh, fuck.
That's what happens when we kill the lieutenant.
You have anchors on the back of your ship? For the guns, that is.
Oh, I get 2 fights in a row. This is gonna be wonderful, mi bolis.
She waves her hand. He's not gaining. He's maintaining.
We should slow down.
So I shouldn't stop doing this, correct?
Correct.
I kind of look at the captain.
As I keep
Captain,
dusting.
do you have a barrel of gunpowder?
Gunpowder be a precious
course they got
commodity.
Say,
True, but if we can get him to run near it, our sniper would be able to blow it up.
which Xavier has come down from the crow's nest at this point, and he shakes his head. Not at that distance.
Oh, great.
You're
I'm gonna
certain?
say at best we anchor the cannons to the rear of the ship if they have anchors.
I have no rear side cannon anchors. This is a sloop,
Fine.
not a galleon.
We're here. Well,
Okay.
give me out the police. We board them. They will never see it coming.
There's more of them than there is us, and we don't need to worry
raise
about
my
it.
hand and I say,
Mm.
silence!
Ah, fine. If we need to keep moving, we will.
Captain, what are your orders?
My orders are the same, to sail on. Who has that bloody map and journal?
I raise it with my other hand. If the other one's blowing wind into the sails.
You!
Yeah.
And
Oh.
she walks over to you and pull it out.
I flip it open.
Cattail over there.
And she looks along the latitude. She seems to be making some quick mental notes, and then she just nods her head. All right, so the island is only visible at sunrise and sunset. Well, if we manage...
I take this time, take out pieces of the back of the notebook that has nothing in it, and write down some notes on the latitude and longitude on it, and hand it to her.
Perfect.
And then any important information, just basically like light scribbles, important notes.
Look, we can't beat the Sea Devil
Close
in
the
an
book.
upfront fight. Not with... not as they are. I don't intend to fight Taggart if I can avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
He may
That's
be
what I was thinking, actually.
You thought right, little miss.
If it's like we sailed early in the morning and the island we are trying to head to is only visible by sunset, so if Taggart is following us, we need to lose him and his ship, otherwise he's going to be able to follow us to the island.
Exactly. And it seems he's
Not if we kill him, Neafti.
We don't have the crew.
Secondary.
I'm
There's
with
some
like
other...
4 of you. But
So
fine.
stuck, and we
do
still
things
don't
your
have the
way.
crew.
I would
We
like
don't have
to
enough
try and...
people to fight.
Can I take this time to actually try and make another Arcana check to
Yeah.
blow more wind into the sails?
Yeah.
Move faster?
So the sea dog, no. Good call though.
No.
Well, damn.
I think for a second.
So the Sea Devil runs with more crew than she needs by double, just so that she can win a fight.
How
Of course.
far away?
So yeah, I
is
can still take her.
How far away is the ship actually?
Way farther than any of you can reach, out of range of the cannons, definitely.
Sure.
In fact,
Can I?
Yeah, but
in
the thing
fact,
is,
none of
I-
you can even see it.
We
Okay,
can see
never
it from afar,
mind.
but we should be able to
The way
lose
shape
them
water
so that
works,
they
I
cannot
couldn't-
see us, so that they cannot follow us.
I was thinking of using possible shape water, but has a range. So I can use shape water on us to move us faster.
That you can.
Can I try and do both
Yeah.
at one time?
No.
How tall is the ship, like from main deck to the edge of the water?
15 feet.
Damn.
And it's 65 feet wide.
I'm
long,
not
excuse
wondering
me.
about that. I'm wondering if I can actually reach the surface of the water and try and find a stronger current. Give us a little bit more of a boost.
If you were to get in the water, if you're not holding on to something, the ship's going to leave you behind pretty quickly.
Right. I don't want to tie something to your hand real quick.
I kind of look
You're
at
a
the
snake. You
rope.
can't swim that fast.
I can swim though.
That you can, but
I kind of find like loose piece of rope, tie it to my like waist, or at least where my
Say, oddly
torso
enough,
ends.
we're actually moving at about 80 feet per
tie it
6
to,
seconds
tie
at
it
the
to my
moment.
waist, and I jump off the back of the ship with it tied to where the railing would be.
Where did you tie the rope?
To the
The other
railing?
end of the rope.
Yeah, I tied it to the railing here, jumped off the back so I don't keel haul myself.
Good idea.
Okay.
Why is the
That was
snake
the other
jumping
concern.
in, not the fish?
Trying to find
We all have the same movement speed. Well, at least the snake, the fish. I think the fish actually has a less of a movement speed than
Except the
the
fish
snake.
is a water breather.
I'm a
Yeah, the
fish. I breathe underwater and I swim fast.
What is your movement? What's your swim speed?
Let me double check.
I think it's like 20, right?
No,
For the siren?
No.
it's 30 or 35 for siren.
Is it 35?
My swim speed is 45.
Oh, right, because you have a tail.
Yeah.
Oh, they took that. Okay. Then
Why do
you
you
could.
think I'm a wave dancer?
So, oddly enough, you could actually swim next to the ship the entire time. You're
Yeah, I
roughly the
could.
same speed.
Yes, you are able to.
Well, actually, not with me gusting into the sails. You'd be a little bit slower.
Wasn't it
You'd
now
have to
going
take the dash
80?
action, but yeah.
Yeah, if I were to dash, I'd then be going faster than the ship, because then I'd be
Actually,
going 90.
no. With the dash action, that's as fast as the ship was going without me gusting.
The ship's going 80.
So,
As its
for our
base,
snake,
but you're assuming it's dashing, so it actually is going 160 per 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So not one of
So
you
it was
is
like-
keeping up with this ship.
But
Oh,
I'm
it
tied to
done.
the back.
That is
not until next level.
You're not having a blast, is what I'm
We
hearing.
can honestly assume that if I'm putting it a half a mile with the gust as well, it would be about 170.
either way. So Vex, you wanted to find a current.
Yeah, a stronger current than what we're currently riding.
Roll a survival check.
Fucking jumped.
You don't find one.
All right, then I climb back on the ship.
Roll
I'm
an
not gonna try
athletics
and waste.
check.
I want to
Also-
help him.
Okay.
I'll help too, I guess.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
I get
So
no.
eventually, you're able to be pulled back on board. It does take a bit, but as soon as you actually attach yourself to the ship, you're able to like dig in and actually climb up the thing. Plenty of barnacles to give
Reeves
you purchase.
is shouting at
Damn,
Sylvan at him. He obviously he's a snake. He doesn't understand it, but Tessa is hearing him. Reeves being like, "Why would you do that? You're an idiot. Why would you do that?"
Right back and so.
Kinda just like,
Yes, I
pat him on the
know.
head.
Or,
Pat him on the
why?
You're a snake. I'm a fish. I would have done that easier.
I
I'm gonna just mutter infernal immediately. Just be like,
Me.
"May the tide carry him."
Nafta, what are you doing during all this craziness? Because the song has ended.
That scared the shit out of me.
But I say, well, oddly enough, NAFTA would have understood
Me,
that if they
well,
heard it.
the thing that I
Bardic
would be
inspiration.
doing is I would be talking to the captain to see which evasive strategy we can use so that we can,
That's-
get out of the other ship's sight.
Mm-hmm. And she.
Disregarding the snake that just jumped in, you're just like,
Can I
so back to actual. Back to
Can I take
business.
my chance to shape water to try and move us faster instead of gusting?
Yes, you can. It's still an Arcana check, though.
Correct.
Oh.
With it being the lowest at 13, because I'm going to be doing this at a 10-minute pace, of course.
That's fine. It's the same. It's the same speed advantage.
15.
Okay, so it's just a little bit more, but not a whole lot. But so as you Nyafta come up to the captain, and she just kind of looks at you.
Yes.
I don't have much of a way to make the ship faster. We're already running on a nearly empty hull. In order to, gain speed, also to haul back whatever it is you're looking to carry. Our supplies will last us about 2 months, if that. More like a month, if I'm honest. Really, our only hope is that a squall comes along and hits them first, and we can skirt around it. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those sea druids to help me detect squalls.
I'm doing all I can.
Reeves quietly raises his hand and is just like, How big of a hole is needed to stop the ship from following us?
Yeah.
A very sizable one, like a great white shark-sized hole.
I can do that.
Not before they find you and kill you, because they have a siren or two on board themselves.
Underwater?
I don't know. But if you start poking holes in a ship, people notice.
Yeah.
I kind of pipe up after I've like shaken off most of the water, and I look at the captain.
You're wet.
What kind of ship are they actually running? By
The
the look
Sea
of
Devil
it.
is a sloop.
Is also a sloop, so we
Yes.
can't use any evasive maneuvers against it.
There's not a whole
Okay.
lot of evasive maneuvers to be taken, no. That's why she said your only real hope is a squall.
What's a
Even
squall?
a squall, we're kind of fucked, and we have to
storm.
ignore it and hope they don't see it.
Just
Yeah,
a
what is a
quick
squall?
question. Astoro is the god of the sea, right?
Hmm?
Yes.
Correct.
What does that have to do with this?
Well, mostly the monsters of the sea.
I'm gonna try.
Oh my god.
Emphasis on try. I'm going to try and get a little bit of help from Astoro.
Is that your patron?
No, I'm a paladin, so it's like I'm praying to him. It's like, dude, that'll help here.
I mean, like, yeah, but is that your
Well,
divine?
Paladins are about their oath, not necessarily their religion, but they
level
can
one.
be one and the same. Do you have a
Is
religious affinity for that?
Yeah,
That's the reason why I was asking.
My faith is under Astoro.
So, Astoro being... Oh, Astoro. Thank you. It's Istoro.
Istori. Or Istoro.
So are you using the one from the book, or are you using one from another source? Just a quick question.
I made this particular portion with Taffy, so I believe it was from the book.
It was from the book.
So you're looking for which god?
I think this one's the god of the sea monsters, but
It was the
I'm
one
not
of the sea.
positive.
I asked about gods of the sea. He said Astoro. I'm like, yeah, that one sounds cool.
So there's a couple. There's Dogahi, which is goddess of the deep sea. There is Okaino, who is god of sea and sea creatures. And that is spelled this way. Let me... Istoro is the god of wisdom.
That's why I chose him.
yeah, yours was something different.
Oh, you...
Also,
Well,
why the hell can't I find?
God of wisdom would know where to find a sizable current.
So, did you want the god of the sea and sea creatures, or the god of wisdom and knowledge?
Wisdom and knowledge.
Okay, Istoro.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Either way, I'm trying to I'm kind of like praying a little bit. It'll help.
Roll a religion check.
I sure hope I get a natural 20.
Yeah, I
why
can't help you. I have a whole opposite religion.
Oddly enough, I can't find the book anymore. Where was that again? Resources?
Yeah, it should be under resources.
Was it pinned? Because it's not there.
But I will look at that a little bit later. Because I kind of...
Yeah, just like I'll give you the book resources because I think I have a tab with it. So
Yeah,
It was not pinned, by the way, but I did find it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Dropbox SOV V1.3 PDF.
Correct.
But anyway, so
Do take a chance to pin that if you can. Thank you.
as you pray, you don't really get much of anything back other than that sunrise and sunset might be the best time to try anything, but you're still a day out from your destination.
So here's what Tessa's coming up with, at least on two plans, is to, well, talking to Max, is there any way we could just lose them at night, go off course for a bit and come back?
They don't know what the course is. They're following us.
Yeah, they're following us, exactly.
Right.
So if we leave in the middle of the, at night, and they can't find us, like we turn off all our lanterns and everything, we could just go in the opposite direction right now and they'll never know.
Well, it's still daylight.
Yeah, I know, but they can follow us for a while and run in the wrong direction, and we can turn directions in the middle of the night.
We are
okay
a
with
day
this.
out, so if we continue on this, I'm hearing Tessa's plan, and I'm kind of thinking, we're a day out.
Are you not in the
where we
water
have to
still?
go.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
back
back
on
on
the ship.
I'm listening. I'm like, all right, so we're a day out, which means it'll be nightfall long before we get there. If we veer off course slightly at this point, and by the time it hits night, recorrect, according to Tessa's plan, we won't go off course too much, but they'll be thinking we're gone in a different direction.
You used
And
your brain this
hopefully-
time, Tessa. Good shit.
And hopefully,
She looks pleased with herself. Like, I have very big brain. Two
And then-
brains, even.
and then hopefully, if we're
We'll
lucky,
go with that, sure.
if we're lucky, we might get a little bit of fog in the middle of the night, and that might cover us a little bit more.
Running dark isn't a problem. We can run dark for the whole voyage if we can. It's just a matter of how far can we realistically go away in an evening that they can't see us in a day.
At least far enough. If nothing else, we can
When
plan
are
an
we-
ambush if we get there first.
When are we
Uh,
planning on? When are we planning on making it there?
Well, we're still at least 2 days out by your chart. Well, at least a day and a half. All of today and
Are there
tomorrow.
any-
So we're planning on getting there by sunset or
By
sunrise.
on the third day.
We
Is there
could.
Is there an
reef
island
or
nearby?
is there
But so we
any
could-
reef or non-deep place that we can like leave them so that maybe we can sink their ship or something?
Not in the path
they're
of
the
the
same.
island.
They're same. They have the same hull as we do, so it would be as much dangerous to us as it would be to them.
That's true as well.
More clever. We'd be fine.
Not as just as fine as they would be. I'm assuming because obviously they're at the same speed we are, at best, and I am speeding this along as fast as I can. So they obviously have a deck mage.
No. Taggart's always had a deck mage. My only question is that deck mage a sea druid, and if so, well, then we're really hosed. He changes
Outside of
his crew
down.
fairly
Outside of
quickly.
this, we'll set a whole half day. We'll go a whole half day off course and recorrect. So let's go through the notes and everything like that. Go through the maps. Can I make a navigation check to put us off course for a solid half day
Go ahead.
and try and lose them?
Yeah, if
Navigation
we
check,
can
querying
turn things at night, and then we'll,
Can I get some help with this?
The
sadly,
only
I don't
one
think
who
I
would
can
be
help
able
you.
to help you would be the bard.
Hey,
Nyafta.
take a look at. Hey, Nyafta, take a look at this. I say in
Okay.
Infernal real quick.
What do you need me to roll?
So you're actually
no,
giving,
I will be the one
you're
rolling,
giving
I think.
Nikki advantage,
Unless
so
you're
he's
in-
going to roll twice.
Oh,
They
I
don't-
forgot you don't have navigators.
Yeah, she doesn't
tools,
have
do
proficiency
they?
with navigator's tools, but she can
So
assist
it's all
you.
me.
Okay.
So it's all. So this one's going to be still intelligence, or is this
Yes,
going to be
it's,
wisdom?
it's intelligence with a advantage.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Will do.
To give you an idea, though, you will query wisdom when you're following your chart without looking at it.
Okay. That's a 22.
Okay. So through a couple of quick calculations and with Nyafta giving her brief little opinions and, pointing out a few things you might have missed here and there, the two of you together are quickly able to come up with a course that you can take during the night that would technically be off course. You would then
I write some mild directions down as it's going on.
This is all what you're doing. That's part of this
Gotcha.
check. So you're able to write a course that would set you off course, and you would start swinging into it at sunset. So they would follow you through the night. You plan for about 2 hours before sunrise to recorrect back on the appropriate course. The following day, you would go that course, and then that following night, you would the second night you would again miscorrect, and then not as much or as far, but you would go off course again and then back onto a straight course. You even plan though that you have to be awake for at least 1 to 2 watches to give the ship extra speed to get there by sunrise.
Okay.
On that second
I'm
night.
gonna be fucking exhausted. Alright.
That's what coffee is for, right?
That's what I am for.
Do
I will
I
poke
see
you
their-
until you keep awake.
Do I see
That.
their-
Huh?
Am I able to look over their shoulders and take a notice at their sea charts?
Yeah, you're taller than everybody, Vex.
I look at the sea charts, and sea charts generally have marked currents on them.
Yes.
At least from what. So, am I able to notice a particular current along their route that I
This
could
is already
follow?
No, not
calculated.
that they haven't already accounted for. You do know that if the Sea Devil is actually following you, they would hit some currents that would hurt them or hinder them slightly.
Which was part of the plan.
Hence why, the currents that were picked were picked.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I take a mental note of the currents that would harm them,
Mhm.
and also take a secondary mental note to avoid those particular currents. But not by enough that would hinder them following us through them.
We are already on it.
Which is easily done because your navigators have planned a route for you to follow. And so if you follow the route to the letter, you can make that happen. Thankfully, though, you are committing the route to memory, so you don't need to look at the map. I would like you to roll me a wisdom check, though.
I will be basically stapling this notepad to your forehead, so you can't miss
I think welfare.
You're pretty sure you've got it. Basically, that was going to determine if any vehicle checks you make were at advantage or disadvantage. Thankfully, you rolled high enough to just make them straight rolls.
I hand him the paper regardless of the notes that I took, and tack it to the
wheel.
Right, not the wheel. The behind the wheel, directly behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The wheel.
Compass?
No, it's not the compass. It's the section near the.
Are you eating seaweed?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in a ship. Where are we? Sorry.
I just wanted to be sure that I'm actually seeing that right.
Yes, it's a thing.
So I'm assuming I have to make my water vehicle check.
Not right now because actually Mags has taken the wheel.
Oh, while this is going on, I do have to take a whole action to give him advantage on that, don't I? And I'm taking my action to move the ship faster.
No, you don't have to take your action to do that. I think I'll be able to manage.
No, somebody should give you advantage if they can.
Mags
is
can't really help him.
Mags is driving at the moment. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can't help the other crewmates around the ship.
Okay.
And so, you guys are able to put some pep in your step. Those of you who want to help the crewmates can roll athletics checks.
So I have a silly question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know our navigator's going to need to be up all night. Is there any
Not
way
tonight.
I could use cooking utensils to make like a coffee item or like any similar something to keep him awake?
If they have it
And
on
maybe
the
even
ship.
a tribal one.
Coffee.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
If they have it on the ship, then yes.
All right, I'll let you make a decision on that.
I'm gonna have you
do
roll
I
an
need to roll
investigation check, actually.
Oh God, not
Yeah, out
good.
of character. Laura,
Yeah.
what color is Neapta's hair and skin?
Skin is gonna be gray. The hair is gonna be
So
black.
the answer is no.
Gray and black? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gray skin, black hair.
It's okay. I can take one for the team.
What color's the
I mean,
eyes?
Jess is doing what she can.
Red.
It's not like I'm not drawing her or anything. I'm not
Helping
doing
other
that right
people,
now or
it's so
anything. I'm not
beneath her.
doing that.
What is helping other people? I don't understand this foreign concept.
So,
Valor's from like the military, so if he sees someone doing something stupid on the ship, he will immediately call them out for it and try to correct them.
thankfully, the crew seems to know about their work and be about it. Of course, with Thok acting as the impromptu bosun, the one who beats the people when they're not paying attention or doing the right thing. You imagine that disorder is kept to a minimum on this ship.
Thok does Thok.
Fuck a fuck.
Does talk.
Well, I guess
They breed. They.
since I'm unable to
sorry.
help them as soon as I'm able to help with the rest of the
Okay,
ship,
so Reeve and Tessa can go ahead and roll me athletics checks. Cell, what are you doing? Just keeping the magic
I
going?
have to keep the
My
magic
rolls
going, don't I?
Yeah,
Until
yes.
until after sunset.
Um,
I have to
I'm
be up to
doing
do
worse.
right.
It's okay.
And then I have to be up for most of the night afterwards.
not
to
tonight.
Keep us, put
The
us back
last
on course.
night. The next night. The
Oh,
next night.
can I do it for tonight and ignore next night so I'm not exhausted before we board?
No, you have to do it tomorrow night because that is the important night where you either get there at sunrise or you have to basically chart around the whole general location of the island for, till sunset.
Sunset.
So if you want to get there at sunrise, you have to be up during that night. If you want to get there at sunset, you can sleep through the night.
Okay.
Either way is up to you guys.
I'm on it. It'd be bad to go sunset if we can be seen at some point.
Okay.
Even if we do put them off, killed her, it'd be bad not to be able to harbor. I'm assuming that if we harbor, we're hidden. So
you guys
so I'm good tonight. I can stop.
Nifta,
right?
yeah, you can stop at some point. Nifta, you can go ahead and roll another performance check since I am assuming you want to keep inspiring the crew and giving them a jaunty tune.
I mean,
to work
what
with.
else can I do? It's not like
Can
I
you
do
can-
much more than just that.
Yes, you can tie down ropes. You can haul on lines. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Can I use
How
my
would-
inspiration
Yes.
towards my Arcana check?
Yes.
Performance.
If I do have it, what would that be an additional of?
It would be a reroll. It'd be advantage.
Wait, inspiration from her if they give me bardic
The
inspiration?
bardic inspiration is well worn off. It only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, I was asking if they gave me bardic inspiration now, could I add it?
I could.
Yes, you can, and it's a D6 at this level, I believe.
So
Let me
let's
double
speed
check.
it along then, yeah? If that's okay with everybody?
yeah, I think that's
Or that's okay with the bard.
Hang on.
the bard.
The bard is the one that will give me the bonus.
That is correct. So it is a D6 right now.
That's a 6, so I get a 21 to move us along.
Yep. So you're able to move along at a probably additional 5 miles per hour.
Yes.
And then you have to your performance check. You are indeed helping everybody, so everybody is getting advantages on all their rolls.
Perfect.
Hey.
Good shit.
Should we re-roll our athletics?
For those of you who don't have advantage toggled on, yes, go ahead and re-roll.
I already had mine. Oh, Reeve being a boss.
Nice.
All that
Revo,
bossing
go.
around Tessa was doing earlier, you're like, nope.
And Vex, you can re-roll if you want to see if you get better than 23.
I want to role play that nat 20. I like to imagine that like Tessa and Reeve are like holding both at the same rope, and then Reeve is just like fuck, and like runs to the front, uses like his feet against the wall, and just goes yeah.
Nice. I actually appreciate that a lot.
It'd be against the mast, but still.
He had a moment.
Honestly, the moment that I can think of, just Reeves grabs the rope from Tessa, he yanks it off as well, takes her load this time.
Yeah, she's mildly impressed. It's like, it's like, yeah, finally stepping up.
I'm coming down.
Reeve
That's
says
right. A natural
in
20 to Tessa is you're finally doing a thing.
Reeve like shouts in Sylvan, I owed you one.
So you guys are able to.
We'll find out later.
You guys are able to coax a little bit more speed out of the ship. And
Good.
you guys continue to do this for the rest of the day. As evening comes, you're all getting tired, but you do hear a soft chime because they are trying to keep quiet. All right, supper time.
I will keep up my speed and ask to have the food delivered to me on my perch as I'm doing this.
Okay, just
I can do
kind
that.
of. Oh, Nafta will happily volunteer. The food in question is salted beef. It's not quite jerky. It's still fairly easy to chew. It's salted beef with a vegetable broth of some description.
Okay.
Warmed up as best they can, along with some hardtack.
I got my half a grouper.
Yes, you do. And no one's coming to take it
Reeves.
From you.
Reeves. He's looking at this land animal and is just like, this isn't fish. And quietly looks to the grouper Tessa has and quietly scoots over.
Which Tessa is enjoying immensely. It looks over, yeah, this is good, huh?
He lightly tugs on her sleeve and is just like, can I trade a little bit of your fish for the land animal food?
Hardtack would be a better decision. Hardtack is way better than the animal food.
Yeah. Tessa
I'll trade that.
do the most,
I'll trade
like,
both.
She's contemplating like everything in her existence. It takes her a long moment before she like hands you the tail end of the grouper.
Can I look? Hold up. Do I actually see any of this going down? Are you guys on top of the deck? I would just be like, "Be nice, Tessa."
We're on the peasant.
You can eat a little bit above the tail.
You see Reeve, like, his claws almost extend out just like a cat's, but instead he's able just to, like, perfectly fillet a piece off, like it was a knife, and it's just like, thank you! No.
Now, Tessa still takes her portion, the extra portion of chow, and eats that, and as well as the original portion that was hers.
I will be doing the trick.
Like, all I had was the broth. All he had was the broth he gave Tessa everything else.
She finishes all of it.
I will be using the trick of soaking my tack in the broth.
Listen, he stays a twink for a reason.
True.
That's a good trick. Like, Ballard comes down and he sits at the table, he sees what he's got there, and he kind of picks it up with, like, his fingers, like, in between two of them, tilts his head back, and everyone can just hear this loud pop as his jaw drops, and he opens his mouth and just and his mouth just clicks back in.
Alright, I'm just gonna, like, full on actual action play this. Like, Reeve is quietly, like, eating his fish, and he's just like...
Hold up. Aren't you human from the sternum up?
Snake
I got a jaw.
You have a human jaw, that's all I'm saying.
So, Yonti are weird. I'm just gonna start there.
Yes.
Because the lore is inconsistent on a lot of that, where they can sometimes do snake things with their upper body portions.
What that mouth do, though?
I want to point out that that's the part that took the longest of making Vex's character. With him.
Yeah.
Anyway. So you guys, you do see two other people come up from below deck. You see one is an elf, and she just... And then she just scampers up the mast and doesn't say anything else.
Good morning.
Wait, it's night.
Who knew there was delicious food below deck? We could have eaten the elf.
Could I have... Wait, can I talk to the captain? Like, wait, do you not have, like, a fucking deck mage or something?
No.
Obviously not fucking, but...
We don't have a deck mage. Not every ship can afford a deck mage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I kind of look over
Yeah,
to Captain.
All I'm
This
saying is I wish I got paid more when I was younger.
I look over to the Captain, like the meat's now about halfway down my torso, like halfway down and towards my stomach, and I'm just like, if this job goes well, you'll have more than it.
Talk it like you're choking, please.
Yes, if this job goes well and there's actually some coin in it, then yes.
Get yourself the deck mage.
And then you watch as this gruff old human comes hobbling, is a good word, hobbling up from below deck. All right, changing of the guard. And he walks up to the wheel. I'm relieving you, Captain. I am relieved, she says playfully as she pats him on the shoulder. Do be warned, the Sea Devil is on our heels. Follow the map there to the letter. Aye, Captain. And no lanterns. Aye. Running dark, huh? Now that she's off duty, she finally takes some food for herself. And she sits...
No goddamn booze, huh?
I'll keep
No,
the guard for the night. I have night vision, so I can help with that.
Yeah, you could actually.
I'm off. I'll be off duty in a
is,
hot minute.
What'd you say, Nieta? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Since I have night vision, I can help with the guard for the night. I mean, I can use a spectacle or something to try and guess in the distance if they're still following us or not, or if they're approaching, or if there are other menaces.
She hands you
How far is your night vision?
Scope.
Dark vision. Everyone has dark vision.
No, how
But
far is the dark vision?
60 feet. However, if you have, say, a telescope, which Max just handed to her, then you would be able to see a lot farther.
Yep. That was the idea.
Captain, would you like some grouper? It's raw, but it's still delicious.
No, thank you.
Reeves looks sad.
Well, but that's the thing. Tessa, being lawful, would give it to somebody who's in a position of power.
Reeves looks sad.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
thank
become
you.
more than a basic bitch, and she'll be totally on board.
I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap an arm around
I'm
Reeves.
so
real
sorry,
quick.
Tessa's so mean.
I'm gonna wrap an arm around Reeves' shoulder real quick. Wait, how tall is Reeves again? Hold up.
Why do you know his shape? He is 5'7".
I have to stand up on the barrel.
Me being 5'9" and with a 12-foot length, I can easily make myself about, I'd say about 10 feet
I'm
tall.
a very short tiefling. I'm 5'2" with the horns included.
You're tiny.
Yep.
Reeves kind of like... No, don't touch it.
I'm just gonna pat them on the back and be like, "Hey, listen!" I grab the tack that is in their hand and dunk it in the broth. Be like, "This makes it easier to chew. It also tastes way better."
So you did that to your hardtack, because Reeve gave his up to Tessa, along with the salted beef.
Sure, I will give my hardtack to them.
Oh, I just want the fish. I
No,
can't
trust
really
me, the
eat the hardtack.
No, trust me, you can, and it's the best thing that there is.
I kind of
Is it?
Yes, I hand them it. Snap mine in half, rather.
Is it made with fish?
No.
Is it digestible? It looks like a brick.
If you soak it, it's not a brick.
I like tap it against the wood and it goes. I'm scared.
I kind of like
hard.
You don't know until you try it.
I kind of like tap Reese.
See, I like this part.
Like, watch. I take my hardtack. I just like dunk it completely into the broth for like a solid 2 minutes. I bring it back down. It's dripping. It's soft. I unhinge my jaw again and I just swallow it whole.
You're supposed to chew on it. You're supposed to chew it.
But
Or he like props forward and is like, why can you open your mouth?
I
he attempts to put his hand into
Xavier
his mouth and just starts trying to open
smacks your
it.
hand away, Reeve, and then just gently baps you on the back of the head. Focus.
I was gonna grab the hand.
Sorry, I spoke too much.
No, you
you
can't
did too
put
much.
your hands in people's mouths.
But you said that I could
said you can't.
Reeve, darling, me bully, come here for a sec.
Reeve,
They
I'm
pay
scared.
extra for that in a brothel.
Reeve, I'm just gonna explain this to you.
I squint over at Tessa and just.
Awful. I don't have any more broth left.
I dump half of my broth in there. I'm like, I'm not that hungry.
I have
Okay,
more
I'm sorry that
broth.
would get Tessa. It's like watching a child stumble over a rock. It's hilarious.
I take this time to finish drinking the other half of my
I
broth.
was waiting to make that joke so much.
Oh boy.
I just
Yeah.
finished drinking my broth and be like, that child could throw themselves on the ground and still miss.
I kind of look at you and I'm just like, the pot's calling.
Well, we got weed?
We got
You're
weed.
black.
Seaweed, though.
I like seaweed.
I'm sorry, that's very bar.
Awesome.
That's good. We have weed. It's seaweed, though.
Bar.
I was hoping for more wacky tobacco.
Something a bard would do.
We got wacky tabaxi, not tobacco said. But we have a great bard because bard is wholesome.
What else was served?
The salted
Aside
beef,
from
the
the-
vegetable broth, and the hardtack.
Is there an extra piece of meat that no one's gonna eat right now?
No.
I gave it to Tessa.
No.
Everyone was given a portion. Except Tessa was only given the hardtack and the broth. She actually wasn't given a slice of beef for herself.
Oh,
Gave mine to her.
You
Sounds
didn't
like-
share your fucking fish!
They didn't share their beef.
You're the one not sharing first.
It's okay, I gave her my beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
got
guess-
beef
The
regardless.
non-sexual kind.
I kind of tap Tess on the shoulder.
I don't have a beef.
Shaking
She's
hands.
in the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and repeat that.
I tap Tess on the shoulder and I'm just like, have you ever
Do you want
tried
this
meat
meat?
with snake poison?
Yeah, she's taking a bite of her fish greedily. No, I'll give her a shot. Grr, me burly.
I kind of just like, fish or beef, your choice.
Fish. And she takes another bite of her giant fish chunk.
All right. Well, I kind of like gently bring her arm over, half unhinge my jaw, and as soon as I open it wide, my fangs just like flick out, and I chomp down on it and inject a little bit of the poison that's naturally growing in my face into it.
Gonna bite her.
No, he
the
still
fish, I
gets the Juan T poison.
So, yeah, I'm not biting Tessa. I'm biting the fish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's
Why
a
bite
good
the
thing that
fish?
it's. Well, there's a good thing that Juan T poison isn't actually poison. It has to be. Wait, is Juan T poison injected or ingested?
Injected.
I don't fucking know.
That is actually a thing with toxins. They either inhale you inhale them, ingest them, or you inject. One of the
Well,
three.
certain ones you can ingest them and it's fine.
A good
Mostly-
portion.
Snake venom is ingestible.
But hilarious.
Particular
Tessa
snake
being the defiant person she is, so he takes a bite out of my fish, and I'm like,
He
can
sinks
have
his
that.
fangs into
Okay.
your fish, but he doesn't actually pull any of the meat off, as you know.
No, I just. I like.
Yeah.
By the way, just a side note: the snake breed that Valor is more closely related to is a water moccasin.
Ooh.
So the poison is
I
able to be
saw one at
ingested.
camp once. I grabbed it by the head.
I was attacked by a couple.
Anyway,
It's lovely.
We chopped its head off quickly because it
Yeah.
almost
Jumped
bit
in.
me.
Defiant
Ever had one-
Tessa is defiant.
Ever had one jump in your canoe before?
Now you
No.
should have just
There is
asked
nowhere.
her.
There is literally nowhere to go.
I mean, I wouldn't go in the water.
Yeah,
Can
but
I
being in the
try it?
canoe
Don't
where
go
the thing is
fishing.
much better.
You could try actually borrowing Tessa's fishing tackle, or having her,
A fishing
or requesting her
tackle?
to catch you a fish.
Oh, a fishing tackle? No, I was gonna just go spike fishing.
We are sailing way too fast.
Oh, then I'll try fishing normally. May I try it?
Tessa, do you take a bite of the poison meat?
Yeah, she's purely defiant because Tessa's a bitch. And I'm also a barbarian, which kind of...
Brent, would I have to roll the damage from poison spray for that to work?
No,
Because I don't exactly have a...
Because here's how that would work. Basically, you're a water moccasin who acts like a spitting cobra. But no, it would unless you're trying to make it potent enough to actually deal damage, which it still wouldn't, because it needs to be within the next 6 seconds.
Doesn't it turn into an aphrodisiac afterwards? Or am I thinking of something else?
You're thinking of
Hey, you're
something
thinking
way
way
else.
Sorry, love, but it's not that time of night yet.
But
Oh, I
It's
thought you
okay.
had a chance.
So
Probably
I'm
not.
not doing that when I'm taking a drink!
I had sex with Vex all day. It was great.
Again! Taking a drink!
Well, I can't see you. You're the only one with your camera off.
Oh, like my face!
well,
Special kind of
that
special over
100%
here.
Sounds like a you problem.
Demonetize.
But anyway,
Gotcha.
So as you guys continue to eat your meal, and finally the meal winds down, Captain Mags stands up. It has a bit of a spicy taste to it now, Tessa.
Ingredients. Good.
Also, Callie, I'm just gonna ask you. Catch up. This is full.
Yeah, I killed my wine like before we started.
So
Wait,
catch
we're
up.
not done.
anyway,
Catch up. It was full. That's all I'm
I
gonna
do
say.
need to actually get some scotch, but then we'll be done.
Whole
so
cup has rum in it.
you guys, as the meal winds down, Mag stands up. I suggest those of you on night duty get ready for a long one. We have a lot to do and a lot to prepare for. Those of you who are off night duty, you've already drawn your lots for the day. Head to bed. And then she looks at the lot of you. Nyafto, yes?
I'm part of the guard.
Yes. Thank you.
Good woman.
The rest of you get some sleep. We'll be hard pressed tomorrow, I'm sure.
Can I take a double sleep, or do I have to double down on my shifts tomorrow? Is that what the plan
You have
was?
to double down on your shifts tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So,
Me bullies, now that I got spicy fish, I'm going to go sleep.
Bless you.
So-
Can I try and fish first before I go to bed?
Sure.
Here, learn how to fish. She hands you the fishing tackle, which I will remove from my inventory if you add it to your inventory.
Okay.
Just add the item fishing tackle.
I will take this time to just wave away all this nonsense and be like, long day tomorrow.
So for
Removed
those
from my inventory.
Yes, Valor.
For those of you who kind of managed to catch Valor after he settles down for the night, he's coiled himself up, and a
Aw.
part of his tail is lying over his upper torso to keep himself warm, and that's how he sleeps.
Aw. Oh, he's a
Aw.
little ball. He's a
Snake
little
ball.
ball of snake yarn. I could just
I just-
sew him up into a little scarf.
Anyway.
Hey, hold up. Have I actually seen Wanties mating before? Given the previous.
They do,
No.
because snakes have
I mean,
two
your-
dicks. What
your
they do is they
backstory,
twist
that
around
might
over and over again.
Given my backstory, have I ever seen a Wantie
No.
do? No.
No.
Something about snake ball sex.
So for your
Joke.
information, if he's putting his head anywhere near that, there's an entirely different situation going on.
I
He
don't
should be-
need to be demonetized any further or banned off Twitch. Knock it off.
No,
I
one will
thought they
see it
don't
at the
notice
moment.
until about 2 minutes. And oh, Twitch! I thought you were talking about YouTube.
No. Twitch can ban me
Can't you just-
whenever.
Kind of out of like almost like it like you would imagine a cat do, like gets on the highest perch possible, curls up around her fish greedily, what remains of it, and just looks at you guys judgmental.
So you're all
From
guided
on top of
to
it.
the sleeping quarters where the crew
Yep.
sleeps. There are hammocks stacked 2 tall, and then hanging kind of in that pattern that you see there. But they're stacked doubles, more than enough to fit the off-duty crew and you.
I rush and yell, "Dibs on top bunk!"
Or me, Bolly. If there's no more top bunks, I will kill you.
There are plenty
And she
of
pushes Shell like playfully, or Cell playfully, but she's kind of got that like seriously, I'm a cat. Let me have my spot.
JK, not
Yeah.
really.
there are plenty of top bunks.
I look over at Gaz and be like, "You can kill someone else. This one's mine."
We are not sharing a bunk.
I'm
I
using
know
the
you're
bottom
right.
bunk.
Not
I'm using
again.
the bottom
You
bunk.
tried.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? God damn.
She just
Immediately get
walks off
flushed.
and doesn't give Cell a chance to defend themselves.
Immediately get flushed and agitated.
You got to work on being a better husband. Takes a bite of the fish.
So as you
May
guys,
be a better wife.
wow.
Well, that's a whole backstory we gotta get explained.
That is already something Tessa said already
Yeah?
in front of everybody.
That's why Reeves said it. Oh no, Reeves out fishing.
Reeves can't say shit.
So
all.
Reeve, roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Just a flat one?
Yep. You managed to catch something.
What I catch?
You
What the
got a
fuck did I
rock.
catch with the nat 20?
You catch a salmon.
Oh! Sorry. I got excited there. I got a little excited there. That's my favorite fish. I literally have in his bio, Ree's favorite fish is salmon.
It's almost like the DM reads the bios.
Hold on. I just got a question for you. Aren't salmon freshwater fish?
There
No,
are
there's saltwater
saltwater
salmon.
fish variants of almost every fish.
Alright.
Yeah.
Because all fish originally came from saltwater.
Well,
Everyone knows
even
tuna's
more
better than
interesting, salmon are considered amidromatous, which means they live in both fresh and salt water. They are born in freshwater when they spend a few months to a few years, depending on the species, before moving back to the ocean. I live in an area where this is literally cultivated when I was in Idaho. And that's where I lived. They actually maintain the salmon runs.
Besides, tuna's better anyway.
I've been to Itasca State Park. They like to be
Anyway,
there.
Focus.
It's around the very end of Mississippi River.
Sorry, I was providing a nature check.
I was enjoying my life.
Anyway, so you now have a
What?
salmon.
Salmon.
Tuna's great raw.
I like all fish, but salmon.
As you catch your salmon, you have to go ahead and roll me a perception check with advantage. Because
Okay.
you're keeping an eye out for the sea devil.
How do you take the advantage?
So in your case, you're just gonna click the skill perception, and you're gonna look at the two numbers. Whichever's higher is the one you're taking.
Oh, okay. So I do perception twice or just once?
once. Just the once. Okay, so you take the 14.
Alright.
Because your advantage is always going to take the highest.
Okay.
So, with a 14, you don't see any signs of the sea devil.
Okay.
It is getting dark, but thankfully your night vision allows you to see things. But
Mhm.
even from your perch, which would be up here, let me actually put you properly. Thank you.
Okay.
From your perch up there, you still don't happen to catch any sign of or sail of it. You
Okay.
do notice that the old man is steering, whereas the elf actually went up and relieved Xavier. Even though he seems to be staying up there, he just seems to be kind of nodding off. Reed, you now have your fish. What did you want to do?
Eat it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. We'll get
There
it
isn't
all
a kitchen.
filleted up. Huh?
There's not a kitchen.
There's no kitchen. Where did they cook?
They didn't.
They don't.
It's heated.
Hmm.
That's about it.
The only
You can-
person you may have seen with utensils would have been Tessa, I think, on board the ship.
Yep.
Is there a place where ice is stored?
No.
Not even that. Damn.
I'm about to say,
Oh.
if you needed ice, you can always just ask. But I'm thinking I'm about to pass out.
You have seen, yeah, you would have seen that. First combat.
Cell definitely knows how to boil and freeze water.
That is true.
You. I like to imagine
you would have
Cell's
seen.
about to go to sleep, and you just feel a gentle tug on the bed sheets, and you see Reeve holding a big ass fish. And it's just like, "Hey, can you help me freeze this so it doesn't go
Right.
bad?" I like to
The
share it
real-
with everyone in the morning,
I
except
the
for
funny thing
Tessa.
is-
She was really mean to me. Well,
Oh,
maybe I'll give her a bit of tail.
You said 5. You said 5. 6, right? 5'8".
Yeah.
I'm on the top bunk.
I'm 5'7".
I reach down and just put my hands on it. I'm like, yeah. As I my eyes are closed and just put my hand on it and freeze all the water that is attached to the salmon using shape water.
You now have one frozen fishicle. And
This
he
should
can
keep it
boil
fresh
it in the
overnight.
morning to cook it.
It'll be nice and fresh overnight.
I'm gonna say, oddly enough, I can boil it as it is.
Yeah, I know.
Shape water.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be for breakfast tomorrow morning. Thank you, Sal. I go to bed.
This is gonna be excellent. Next session when Tessa's like, oh, I don't have any fish.
So, as you
Yours is
guys,
probably rotten.
As you guys all retire,
This
for
is just
the
gonna be a learning. This will
you
be a
have to
learning
go ahead
moment.
and make me another perception check at advantage. Nafta!
Yes?
Make another perception check at advantage.
Okay. Perception.
Yes.
Tweet.
15. Thankfully, as it gets closer to evening, you still don't see any sign of the sea devil. And it's at this point that one of the sailors just kind of gently pats you on the shoulder. You should probably get some sleep.
Yeah. As the sun rises and, well, some other people can take my spot, then I'm gonna go and rest.
All right, good idea. You'll want to head to the you won't want to head to the bunk room. You'll want to head, and he points to a door opposite the captain's cabin on the main deck.
Okay.
You'll want to head there.
Alright, to number 3?
Yep, over here.
I am really upset that I didn't get a real bed. And Yafta gets a real bed.
Can I be sleeping with Xavier? Like a
Except
fucking
Xavier's
child.
not sleeping.
In the same hammock.
He's up on
In
the
the
crow's
same
nest
hammock.
asleep.
I sleep with
Yeah.
him in your clothes, yes.
There's not enough
So
room.
the funny
There's only
thing
two
is,
people
more
there.
than likely,
Aw.
what you mentioned, Reeves probably took the bed right below. So, all right, thanks. And goes immediately into the bunk below and passes out.
But anyway, as you guys drift off to sleep, finally, the day is coming on. Nyafta finally takes her rest, and that is where we'll cut it for today.
Nyafta gets her own room.
No, actually.
Yes. Of course, I'm a bard.
Nyafta is actually.
Of course.
I can make my way through stuff.
That is the right attitude for a bard. We've been dealing with wholesome and logical bard too long.
Imagine playing a wholesome bard. Couldn't be.
Oh god, I hate it. I've done it before, but I hate it.
That's a wholesome bard.
I can't play wholesome characters. It's not in my being.
We know.
That might be true.
Everyone else is a fucking prude. That's all you gotta know.
As you get into that sleeping chamber in Nyafta, you do notice that you aren't alone. Thok is passed out in the other bed, and Cade is actually sleeping on top of him.
Okay.
But you
that's adorable.
But you do notice they are sound asleep. But you also realize that the bed is actually not big enough for Thok because one arm is like completely off and like laying against the ground. And you quickly realize there's not a hammock in the world strong enough for this guy.
No, of course he needs that bed.
No.
So why did they give Nyafta the other bed?
Because reasons. They appreciate the tunes, actually. See, believe it or not,
that's the benefits of helping out the crew.
Believe it or not, bards, minstrels, and other such people were actually kidnapped back in the early days of piracy because they were considered to be extremely valuable for ship morale. In fact,
to be fair, I know 2 cases where they were killed after playing music, but
true. But in fact, there's actually a story about a group of pirates kidnapped the daughter of the governor of the port and only returned her when they got a minstrel.
Look.
I just want to point out that I'm upset because I've definitely put in the most work so far. I'm going to be continuing putting the most work in, and I don't got a decent bed.
That's top up.
There wasn't a bed low enough to put you in.
You can write that down and put it on an envelope, you know.
So I'm just gonna.
But jokes aside,
Vex,
the crew just doesn't like you.
Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, guys, so that's where we're gonna leave it off for tomorrow with the new day dawning. Nyafta finally taking herself to sleep, and that's where we're.
I'm almost done with this drawing of her.
The covered eyes, you know, the eye mask or whatever, you know.
Yep.
Just like,
but anyway,
cucumber, you know, over each one maybe instead, you know.
Yep.
Sorry.
But anyway, guys and gals, I want to thank you all so much for watching. It is always wonderful to play these games with my amazing friends here. And it is always just so much fun to be able to stream them for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying. I can't wait to see what happens more. And, you know, to see what the next day brings. A day of trying to get away and trying to evade and skill checks. It'll be fun. And lots of fun RP's been happening too. It has been a hell of a time. So first things first, I'm actually going to say goodbye to TikTok first. Hello, everyone.
Hi, TikTok.
And my players say hello. Everyone who is watching on my TikTok, it is good to see you. Thank you all so much for watching and being here as part of my live. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry you only ever got to hear my side of DMing this campaign, but if you would like to watch the whole thing...
can't hear me?
If you would like to watch the whole thing in its entirety, you can check me out on Twitch under the same name. It's actually linked in my TikTok on my Linktree. And I will also be posting it to my YouTube later this week, which again is linked in my Linktree. So I thank you all for watching on TikTok, and I will see you all next time.
No, let me say Illy! No!
Wow, I had 201 viewers at some point throughout this stream.
That's actually pretty good. I'm surprised they didn't leave when they saw me here.
They can't see.
Oh, they don't see you. They just see the side of Blaze's face.
Yep.
Just hit him with a GFYS.
But get fucked, stay fucked, really?
No.
So you look hella cute without your glasses on your TikTok.
Anyway.
Cute.
As for the rest of you watching on Twitch, thank you all so much for watching. It has been an amazing pleasure. I am Professor, or rather Dr. John Wolfenstein, your Master of the Seas for this campaign. Yes, I've come up with a brand new title. I like it. And as always, I've had my fantastic cast of characters. First things first is Xavier, the gunslinger, unfortunately played by Whitehill, is not here. Or rather, played by Whitehill, who is unfortunately not here. It's getting late, can you tell?
He didn't feel good.
Yes, he is not feeling well. He does not have anything serious, just, but he will be fine, and hopefully he will be back for next session. In the meantime, we have, I will go through our character list as it appears on my Roll20 screen with the introductions and outros. We had the lovely Laura playing Niafta, our wholesome bard. We had Tessa Wildcat Silvertail, played by the ever-lovely Callie Cat.
Me bullies. I'm trying to get my accent in one place.
And she's dreaming of fish as she's doing it.
Oh god, yeah.
We had the very childlike Reeve, played by the very childlike Emil.
I'm not that much of a child, I'm 22.
Uh-huh.
Child.
I'll do my best.
We had Cell Bomba, our title sorcerer, played by Mr. Nicky.
Only a sad man would give himself his own title.
And then we had our super snack swimmer, Valor Wakewalker, played by Mr. Vex.
It's been a pleasure.
And thank you guys so much for watching. So, quick note is that next week, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday, February 3rd, will be Tyranny of Dragons. The next Seas of Vodari episode will be February 10th, 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always. And we usually we're always scheduled to go till 9, but depending on story elements and story reasons, we may end early or may end later. But that is our scheduled allotted time. I want to thank all my characters for making it here and for being able to attend the sessions on a regular basis so far. It has been fantastic.
Thank you for running.
Oh, I've been excited.
50-50.
There is another surprise coming for you all later this year on this amazing channel, but I will release that more when the time comes. In the meantime, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe out there and stay calm out there. We'll get through this.
No.
It's almost over. And we will see you next time on the Seas of Vodari. Bye.